Well, she paid me money, so I'll take it.
What does Grom want with you, Darius? What does Grom want with you?
Probably trying to get him to stop killing, trying to get Darius to stop
We're
killing
in
him.
peace.
He's like, please end this war.
Now, please stop it. I've had enough.
The problem here, and here's my issue with this too. Here's one thing I think, and this is a tip for the developers. Something I do think they need to
Scarbrash
add,
got enough
even
of
though.
peace. No, he wants to die either.
Oh, so he's attacking you.
That is a close victory, though.
Yeah, but he's losing though. But still, what did he do? That he must be running out of funds. Something else must be killing him. It could be Ikit even, or it could be the Wood Elves. I did see
can
some
have
Wood
a
Elves
look for
down
you.
there.
Well,
I
hold on. Can I appreciate this? So what has Darius done? So Darius, you put another chaos. You put another Zeech creature surrounded by your empire. See, now the change is roaming in your empire. I'm now surrounded in your empire.
Oh, and speak of the angry snake himself. Hello there, Aziel. You're probably going to kill this army, aren't you? I might lose Erengrod right out the gate, but that's fine. I can take it back. I'll just use this to hurt you. Have at it, sir. You can join if you want, Darius. It will probably scare him more if you do, but you don't have to come fight, to be fair. Throg is also killing him from behind. Interesting.
Brog is also killing. So, Aziel, the guy who likes it from behind, is getting taken from behind.
Yeah, but by a troll. No, that's good.
By a troll,
Also,
that makes it worse. He got trolled.
So I don't know if that's really wise on his
no.
ad.
What do you want, Bellacore? You stabbed everyone in the back. Why do you want?
He
do you
really
want
did.
a non-aggressive pack with me? You're fighting Carl Franz. No, I'm not accepting it because your law is that you went behind our back, you fucked us, and went to your own path.
He did betray every single Chaos God. Trust me, they do not like him.
No, and I'm gonna hate him. No, decline that shit. Carl Franz, I'm on your side now. Kill him. Who the fuck are you? Who's Metastone? Are you at war with the last defenders? Military access? Oh, yes. I'll take that.
I need to reset chat. I have a feeling it's been quiet. Hold up. I'm getting trade agreements from all of the Empire now. Hey, look who it is. If it isn't the Boris.
So hold on. We now introduce our new leader of the Empire, Kislevian, the Ice Queen.
The Queen of Ice.
Carl Franz is now retired, and now we've killed him off. So Darius was such a good Carl Franz, we evicted him.
Oh man, Norska. Yeah, I saw their little territory up there in Nordland. They took it from original Nordland. Which is a bit of irony in that.
Yes, but welcome everyone. Welcome to this bullshit.
Oh, enter the war on the side of the ally. Absolutely.
Yeah, I want to keep an eye on my sheet.
Well, welcome to war, chat. Welcome to the title of this game. Now we literally are making this game what it's called. Total War.
Who's that, who's that, opera ghost? What's her name?
You're getting caught. Wait a minute, huh? You mean the fat pirate ghost?
Yeah, the fat pirate ghost that, like, you know, it's like singing.
Why is she talking to you? And
no, she's got the Sword of Cain. She has the Sword of Cain.
I'm both depressed not only with Nakari, the Dark Elves, but also the High Elves in this situation.
Good. Did they made a mistake of being High Elves?
In the world, I get that the Dark Elves there are nothing. They're nobody, or at least for now. And Nakari could be better.
What happened there? I can't see that.
And Nakari could be better. But dear God, Tyrion, how did you let that happen?
Tyrion fell for the
also the Queen. Also the Queen of the High Elves, my lady. What the fuck?
Next one out. War.
And then the warden. What are you? Where were you either?
No. Where is the lizard? Where is the lizards?
Elethrion is the only one left. What? Are you telling me Tyrion's dead?
Yeah.
He's the only one killing shit. Oh my god. What happened? Wow, I've never seen the High Elves get pushed in like that by the pirates. That's a bit odd.
So who's currently at war? It's one of the Skaven, isn't it? Let's have a look. I need to find the Skaven. Where's the Skaven? You're back now. There's a Wood Elves. I'm at war with Orion. That's fine. Well, it's Clan Morbius, isn't it? Yeah, you're this little shit, aren't you? Join
He
war
still
against the
has
last
his
defenders.
home territory and Tyrion stuff. Oof.
You become my vassal and you
I mean, I
pay
guess
me.
that's something, but geez, well, how did it all end up all at Eltharion? What the heck happened over there?
No, I need to say, I could get a missile alliance. I could get a military alliance with Ikit. Or I could vassalize him.
How could you that? You have to conquer him.
No, I don't.
Oh yeah, right. I forget you're the psycho, the book universe.
I don't. I really don't. Let's
It's
reveal
like a death
Shroud.
note.
Let's reveal Shroud on.
It's like a death note, but weirder. Instead of it killing people, it makes them bow.
Wow, you have a lot of shit going on there. The ogres like me. Hey.
Nobody's even. I want to point out the funniness of what's his name, Golfag Maneater over here. He's just been chilling at Castle Von Rockin with the orcs partying this entire series. He's done nothing. He has done absolutely nothing. He's not a threat though either, which is even weirder. He's literally done nothing. He's antagonized no one, but he's also made no progress.
I'm not gonna do that. That is just cheating as fuck. I could
Elspeth, when did you get that? What'd you get? Maybe hopefully it'll help her against her vampire problem.
No, I could take one of Darius that wants to give it back to me, but hey.
I have to be careful with that, but listen to this.
Hey, I didn't attack him. I didn't attack him. What did he say? She stole my rights guard.
Well, right now, one could argue she probably needs them more.
Probably.
She's being chased by vampires. It's like right now, someone just needs to give this lady Blade's number at this point.
Wow, support. She's supporting hands. You're gonna like the orcs, and you're gonna shut up and take it. Why do the high elves like me? Oh, yes! Arbo, you sexy bastard!
Doesn't mean you can steal. I have your iron ciders, but that doesn't mean you can steal the guard. I mean, you know what's funny? You playing more into the fact you make Franz and Elspeth you sound married in that conversation, but that sounds like a married argument.
I am not. How you doing?
Mm-hmm. Comply or your mind will be taken from you. That's rude, sir. Rude, bird boy. Wow. Sure, I'll give
Pay
you
the coin. Should I go over to Epidemis now? Who's at war? Archaeon is Archaeon at war with Epidemis. Is Archaeon. Who's at war with him?
Yeah, I took nothing,
Me,
Darius.
Boris. Actually, I could help Boris in this
Yeah, I see
situation by
that. Totally
killing
nothing,
Epidemis.
Darius. You didn't take anything at all. Hmm. Not at all.
I could help Epidemis, you know. I could help. But not Epidemis. I
How
could
did
help.
he get this far up here, Darius? Did the vampires help him? What am I seeing in the center of this picture right now?
Royal held at Tempest.
What the fuck? I honestly have no idea, but I'm killing it. I mean, I would, and you definitely could, so I definitely would. But that's so odd. That he must be friends with Vlad. There's no way he'd have made it this far otherwise. Or he took a,
Oh, I could.
or he did like Nurgle did. Maybe Vlad raised that settlement when he attacked it. Like maybe he didn't occupy it; he just raised it to the ground. And then the orcs came in and went, "York, this is ours." They hate each other, so it was either a opportune moment that he took, or just luck. I'm gonna say more opportunity. You joining a war against Festus, okay. Yeah, I'll write it in. That's a little worrisome. You're giving me money.
Well, there it goes.
Oh, you did it wrong, huh? Well, there's that. See, even Zeke can't trick the Ice Queen.
Well, I mean, like you're giving me money, but like, oh shit, I did that wrong. I thought I meant to demand it, not give it to you. But hey,
well, hey, your brother's doing good if this notification is any sign.
what?
Says the northern provinces have been destroyed of Cathay. Or chaos, or other chaos dwarf is gone insane.
Well,
Ingrod is being besieged. That's not good.
I gave you extra 500 coins though, by accident.
Lots of stuff happened.
Lots of stuff. I joined the war against Nurgle because I will unite you against Nurgle because I hate that bastard. Even though he likes me, his grandfather likes me, and his son likes me.
Okay, we have to do that. Because he's going to wait on his other army if I don't. Well,
How
actually,
are
it's
you still
recruiting.
alive? Who?
Who's attritioning? Me. Okay.
How is Orgrim still alive?
I'm gonna have to trespass if I'm gonna make it over there.
I say, you know what the best thing about this is? Orgrim.
Sorry, orcs or Azog, but you're just gonna have to deal with it. Oh, it's not close enough to get the army in, but we're right here. We can attack him next turn. I'm not convinced I can't just win this anyways. Because that doesn't look like he can win that. He may have some good units, but they're all almost dead. Even with not having Zargard and stuff, I'm like, there's no way I can't not win this. And if I get this Boyar to get in here, even just as a hero unit, the other lord that I have here for the third army, he sadly didn't get to finish recruiting his death machines. This probably would have been a victory. Which, smart on Aziel for doing this. So, let me check. Let's do everything else before we commit to that. So, we'll be prepped for that next turn. Okay. The queen needs to stay here just in case the orcs do not like the fact that I just trespassed. So you're going to sit there for now. We need to upgrade Zavastra with our money. Because it's behind. We need to upgrade the tree. Because it increases casualty replenishment rate. And it's research. It's also at my research rate somehow. Okay. Norse hatred. That's only against the Norse though, right? So I don't have anything specifically for shooting at orcs. I don't think. No, there are unit upgrades, snow upgrades, charge bonus for infantry, blinkers. That is absolutely hilarious. Charge bonus for cavalry, steel tips, damage from armor piercing projectiles for corsairs. That that is yes. That is a big yes. That will make even the garrisons a lot more effective. Oh, I can have I can have another admin. Yay! I need to immediately put one in actually, no. Well, we might lose Irangrad though. We'll move him. For now, let's put him in Kislev. So, who do we want? I want. Hold on. How much money is Kislev pulling in? Wow, quite a lot. 1144 versus you, which is 1090. They're about the same, so this does definitely deserve more money making. So let's go with Sergey. I like this guy's name. He's also got efficient, which is income from all buildings is increased even further. Ooh. And I can upgrade that, I think. We'll have to see. So, Sergey, you are now heading up the river Erskoy, aka Kislev itself. Get me my next admin rolling. Okay. I think that's everything. Can we build a witch yet? No. I still haven't got the technology. I don't want to build any more maidens. We've got plenty of frost maidens right now. I need an ice witch, like a specific witch is more specifically, because these get the really overpowered ice spells. One of them is actually they're also the only ones who can get that one spell that only Kazarina has right now, which is called. Let me look at it real quick. It's on the back end. Oh no, she only gets harder winter as well, so they actually get something slightly better than her now. So even her, she's just better in the front line. She gets better like buffs for all of her units and stuff. For using her spells, imbuing them with ice and stuff. But that's why we want a proper ice witch, because the ice witch is going to give us a really nasty ice spells. I just wish we could go slightly further. Alright. I'm going to make a save, just in case of any crashes or any weirdness. This is going to be a lot bigger fight. Saving, okay. Alright, let's do it. Alright.
That is
Hello? Yeah,
terrible.
it is. You see how badly wounded he is.
This is
Mostly,
possible.
he's got some Chaos Warriors. Don't get me wrong. He's got some nasty things on that top row. But all but two of them are extremely wounded. His Chimera, or whatever you call it, Feral Manticore, also almost dead. His champion, Also almost dead.
Yeah.
Aziel, not as much.
He's at
One of the
2/3 health.
Slanesh chariots is almost dead. The other one's full health,
This is a
sadly.
Valiant? This is... Oh.
You gotta
You have
understand how
wing
much
launchers.
damage.
That could make the deal breaker for
You,
you.
you gotta understand how much damage Slanesh do. But here's the thing: the AI doesn't do in Valiant. It doesn't compensate for tactics, meaning it doesn't actually look at what happens if the army posts up with its better ranged units and just shoots whatever runs at it. It does not consider this for some reason. It only is looking at the flat damage overall. And technically, in that number, it makes sense why it says we're losing. The two Slanesh dudes are my scariest situation because he does have a decent amount of little Slanesh, Chaos Warriors. But once again, it's going to be about the armor and the shooting and the shooting. And like James said, the game maker is going to be the winged hussars.
Yeah.
They are going to be the thing that I have to be good with because if I can crash them into the back of certain things, do they have anti-large?
They have
They don't,
anti-infantry.
sadly.
Which
They don't, sadly. So that means my archers have to kill the Manticore to guarantee it's not even in the fight. It doesn't have much HP.
Yes, it's a large. Hold on. See what else?
Yes,
You do have your armor cursors as large.
but
You do have your armor cursors. You have 2 of them, so it could work. But I mean, but I reckon he'll fly over his Manticore because of his speed, and it will just get shot down. So.
well, I'm hoping that we're just gonna go back here because we're waiting for the Boyar. He's my melee I need to use to kill Aziel. So I need to be sitting back here waiting for him. Because Aziel is going to be Aziel himself is the thing I'm worried about. Unless he stupidly flies forward as well. If he does, that's the best thing because we can just shoot his ass down then.
Oh, he has.
Just like we'll do the
Chaos.
Manticore.
Wait a minute. You could do this if you put one of your spears towards Exilius. Is fully health Chaos Warrior because he's considered now large because of his on his mount. So your spears will actually do really good damage.
Who? Oh yeah, well both of them are. Technically the Cav would take damage from them too. Both of his champions are screwed.
Ooh, yes.
As far as my spears are concerned.
He has Chaos Warriors. It shows us Slanesh, but that is a worry. He has a silver shield.
Yeah, it's the chosen, the ones that are still at full health. This one right here.
Yes,
these scourges, these herald scourges right here, chat. I have used these. I know what these are. These things are very scary. But the thing is, there's only 2 of them. One's there's a regular chosen. That was the other full health one, but there's the other one. One of them is wounded by half almost. But I think what it's going to really boil down once again
chariots, which will do numbers on your archers, which you've done.
Yeah, but the archers won't. To be fair, I don't think that the archers are going to come to do too many blows. Hopefully, if I'm doing it right.
And who's your daddy coming to help you?
And he's only got 1 seeker chariot. So if he had 2, I'd be a little more worried. But
your wing lance, yeah.
So let's set up the front line here. So these are the tanks, right? Yeah. Now we have to do this differently than I normally would do this. Normally I would stack up the non-shielded melees behind the shielded melees in order to maximize survivability and defense. However, because they're hybrid units and they all 6 of them have guns or pistols they can use, my best bet is to put 2 of them on the outer edge and 1 in the back. I don't want to put all 3 just lined up on the side of them because it's gonna spread my line too far. I mean, it's gonna spread it out too much from helping each other. So, which will hurt them around. Also, one thing that's gonna suck about this, unless his is, hold on, I want to see something else. Am I able to? God, he's got all his passives right now. How do I? Is there a way to look at their? No, they're fresh. So that might be also a thing I need to be aware of. We have to end this fast because he's got fresh vigor, and Slanesh do burn this quickly, but not quick enough that the fact that the initial damage from a Slanesh, because the way I know vigor works now, which makes more sense on why the starts of Slanesh battles are so good, but the end is not. Ironic. Um, uh, they will chug out pretty quick. So if we can kind of break them and hold them in place quickly, they will tire out fast, and we can just hopefully fight towards that. Because then they'll get debuffs, and that will also help. But we'll see. We shall see how it will behave.
Close your minds to their whispers, comrades. It is cold as Kislev here.
Okay. That.
Their debauchery will never taint motherland souls.
Yep. I gotta be slightly a stickler on that. Okay, so armored Corsair archers are going in second row.
These capering fiends are the least of all demons.
Could you shoot even further? Spears are going on the outer edges of this. Let's set up a good solid spear formation. Now we'll just move them. See, it sucks because I can't do it that way. I have to do it like this. So like that.
We are superior at range, comrades.
That. That'll be something to do. Yeah. No, you guys are going directly in the center of all of this. So some of you will be able to shoot if you get line of sight in between people. There. And then the Patriarch, he's going to sit here with the archers. So I can... His aura will buff people. Which spell do you have? So you have charge bonus. That's inconvenient because is he on a horse or is he on foot? Yeah, he's on foot. See, if he was on a horse, I'd put him with the cavalry then, because then I can buff the Cav's charge and make it even more crazy. Which will be helpful. But the good thing about it is, I can... Well, how long does it last? Duration is 15 seconds. So we're going to want Cav to kind of stay near us. Just because we want to basically buff them and then send them out and hope we can hit something with it. That's in range. Good, okay. All right. Let me put this into a group. Put this into its own group. That into its own group. Alright, I'm gonna lock all these formations in the beginning. Start battle. He is shifting. Oh. I mean, he's still not moving though. Alright, so we may have to push up and force them to come to us. They're gonna play that game. We could just sit here and wait till they move too. I could cheat it. We'd have to fast forward though. I'm gonna wait till the Boyar gets here before I do that, because he's gonna be added to this group. It's berserking. His Manticore is already berserking and is doing nothing. It's just running around. It's kind of hilarious. It's all just sitting back there. It's like it's having a temper tantrum. Sounds about right. 1 minute until till the boyar arrives. I'm just looking at mods to help your Gundam blade through. I'll post the load order in Discord for the for SBY. Nice. 40 seconds. By the way, thank you, Farseer. Definitely gonna try them out. Hopefully, soon. If we don't end up ending this too late, we were thinking about doing a small test run to see how it plays. Not stream wise yet, but just because I haven't got to try out the mod yet on my own to see how the ships work, the mobile suits kind of feel with damage versus this, since they're technically fighters in a way. Because I haven't tried that out yet, but they don't have any range, right? Because Slanesh. Hold on. They don't. Alright, Boyar is here. Alright, let's post him up here at first. So you're gonna go here. I think I might have an idea how to piss them off. Let's get you moving up there. Winged Hussars, we're not gonna buff you for now. Because I need you to actually maybe lure out the sled. AKA the secret chariot. And also this other cav. This is all right. This is their only range. It's these two. What's your range? I don't want to be in that technically. Right there. So I'm okay. You see, it's shifting him. I'm gonna start messing with this formation. We are gonna have to move up because the AI is gonna be in dip. I'm thinking actually, where would my calf get the best charge from? Right here. So I know where to move up to. Because then they wouldn't get seen. Yeah, he's just shifting his formation, which is fine. Alright, so ungroup you. And then reselect all of that. Group it back into group 1. Lock the formation. And let's move forward. Yeah, this is why artillery is good. Kislev doesn't really have any. Actually, do they have any already?
I'm not
don't
sure.
know. I don't know if I do. And I'm just coming to a weird realization. That's actually quite odd to me. One cannon is all? Really? So yeah, so that's our weakness. We don't have. So we might have to be aggressive. It's not what I wanted to do because this is keeping them in fresh
they're
vigor.
shifting.
Yeah, they're going to. It's fine. Let them. I've got to shift up anyways because my original strat isn't going to work. I'm going to need them to charge me from down this hill so I can send the cab into the forest, which since we are now going to do this way, go in here where you cannot be seen now. Alright, that means you guys have to come out of the forest and come over here.
Are they pushing their horses?
No, he's just shifting. He's being an ass. But we're gonna fast forward it. I'm not pushing him. I am not gonna push a Slanesh. That is stupidity. Although, well, I say that. What's his charge bonus versus mine? So his average infantry charge bonus for the Chosen. Where's the Scourge ones? They're back here now. They're not even on the front. So, okay, here's the irony, too. His charge units aren't even in the front. Which is where they should be. So these guys with the whips are not supposed to be back here. They have 31 charge. That is very scary. Their missile has 4. Yeah, see, their chariots have 60. Maybe I don't want to sit back here.
That's the like, James. Thank you, Farsi. I'm gonna drink to that. If you find my playthrough of Kairos really boring, watch your not because this is more fun. But to be honest, Kairos is boring because after the couple battles, you have to go. You have to replenish a unit to go. Now what? I mean, to be
Oh,
fair.
I got a spell cast on me, you absolute snake. I
To
must
be,
be in
what
range
is
of
it?
spells. That's by the way baffling right there. That
Damage per
shows how
speed.
far.
Oh, and it loses.
That shows how far his wizard can shoot his spells, which is a bit worrisome.
Hold on. I have to call you out. Hold on. Let me just say something. So, Aziel, one of the Warriors of Chaos of Slanesh, and now you're complaining about how far he shoots.
Yes.
Beware their great beast!
That is not something to complain about, that is impressive. He shot his load at one of your units from that far a distance.
Alright,
Give
now
him
we
a good
got.
clap.
Now we. Well, no, but we don't want to charge because we have guns, which we have to live. Alright, I'm fast forwarding.
Oh, you can heal your units. Oh, okay.
Oh wait, how? Wait, I have a heal. What? How?
Borium,
Who?
your lord.
Oh yeah, but it's only one.
And they get melee
But
defense
well,
and armor.
yeah, but I should wait to do
Yeah,
that
I
when
should wait
something
for
is.
that.
Yeah, I should wait to do that. I actually might want to save that for him because remember he has to fight Aziel.
You can make one of your units unbreakable. You do have wounds. Let's see, basic.
I'm just gonna fast
You have
forward.
warriors being that makes their damage do less. That's cool.
Yes.
Damage.
Well, that's why I did that. That's why he's my Aziel fighter because he'll debuff him. Uh oh, it's trying to lag.
This guy's doing another spell in it. Yeah, he's doing that again. He's gonna whittle down your units to weaken up and then he's gonna charge you. Wait, what the hell? Your knights get active ability?
Yes, but that's radios. It lets you have the arrow formation. That's all cav. It increases their charge bonus by a lot. As you can see now, they have 95 charge bonus.
Yeah, that's amazing.
When I slam that into the back, it's gonna hurt, and they're gonna be aimed at the chosen. Soon as this dumbass rushes me, I'm really getting annoyed that he's not fighting me
So,
right now.
chat, you like saying slurs?
I'm probably gonna have to. Yeah, he is doing what James said. I have to push.
You're
I
gonna
have to try to get in range
We have
enough.
failed.
I have to get in range
He's just
enough.
gonna be an ass to stay there. He's just not gonna
Well,
push.
no, as long as I can get the archers who shoot way further in range, they'll start packing enough that'll force them to run at the guns.
Yeah.
This is what we're doing. Plus, we're like literally staring at him now. You think he'd be like, "All right, there they are. Let's go."
You think he'd have a good erection, but he don't. What is range? Oh, the
We're
little fucker can
almost
heal
right there.
himself? You little fucker.
Oh. Is that it? No, he literally slightly moved. Wow. Okay, now you're starting to piss me off.
He's just dancing going. Over here. Still. Thanks. Yeah, he's antagonizing you. He's withdrawing you in. That's a good nice unit should.
Well, when he hit the spears there. At least he can't hit the cab. As long as it's at least not easy. I think this one might be
Oh, I
exposed.
see. Oh, wow.
That's kind of what I was worried about. But, yep.
Ooh.
Wow. I should have waited. I should have trusted my instincts. That might have cost me, but we'll see. Alright, we're moving on now. Now we forcibly have to push this now. There is no stealth now. No more stealth. You run over here. That's bad. That hurt a lot of my armored corsairs. Luckily, it didn't hit too many of the archers, but we're in range now. Shoot them. God damn it. Alright, Kev. Actually, they're kind of not sending things in. Hold on. No. I don't want to jump the gun. They're being very fucking stupid there. Excuse my language. Okay, now they're charging. Now you circle around behind them. I want you to hit this first. Charge, 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 charge. Yeah, it's not good. Don't move. Don't let it freak you out. Oh, God. Okay, that only hit one unit mainly. That's not so bad. Kill Ezio. Priestman, I need you to, if you can reach this, do that. Okay. And now it's time to charge into the back of them. I need to slow this down. Because it's lagging already, and I don't want to get my game, or what do you call it, my match cost because of lag. So charge into the back of that clump right there first. Spearman, I need you to rush into these. Okay, hold on. Come on, game. I need you to rush into these, Spearman. Defend your men. And you need to attack Ezio. Come on. On slow, it's even slower, but it's my only hope. Ooh. It's not going well for Priestman right now. Spears, come back and help him. He's on horse. This guy's on horse. We can kill him with the spears. Cav, come back out. You've done some good duty, but you need to fall back. Oh. That's an ideal. I need to spread these guys over here. Okay. Cav. God, I hate when they don't listen, man. This is why I don't like lag in this game. I have to put it back on normal. It's going too slow. Okay, they're charged out. Now where is the rest of the units there? Charge here. This is where the Scourge unit is. God dang it, I can't seem to click the flag, so do that. Has he done any damage to Ezio? Not really. Ezio hasn't really hurt him either. Oh, my priest is gonna die. Oh, no. Cast his ability before he gets screwed over. Get out of that. Get out of that, my dude. You need to run. What the hell? I can't command him all of a sudden. Oh no, I might lose this. I hate lag in this game so damn much. I'm seeing them now. No one's. Come on. Yeah. Alright, well, the wing hussars just took a bunch of damage, so for the last 30 seconds, nothing was obeying my orders. It kept showing me a red X like they couldn't go nowhere. So I'm a little screwed. I'm pretty sure even with the hussars now, it's not going to be enough. Yeah, lag in this game is terrible.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know who to fucking charge. I guess here? Again? Or here? Actually, no, this looks like it's the worst. Charge here. Yeah, my morale just broke because both my leaders just died. Or no, do you want a mod that adds a military sub-faction to your empire that patrols your territory? That would be kind of cool. I mean, we could try it out. Nope, there it is. Uh, Luckily, it looks like I killed at least a good amount of shit. I did not do as much damage as I would have liked against any of the Slanesh chosen. I hate lag in this game so much. And that just killed my third army, too. So much for those bears I was recruiting. Yeah, 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 yeah. Jesus. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hopefully, what it did do, though, even though I did lose a Boyar in the process, what I'm hoping it did do is that it's delayed him from attacking this turn. That means he will not try to siege, hopefully, this turn. Because then I have walls against him, too, at that point. So I'm hoping that weakened him enough that he's going to retreat, and then Gavriel here is going to ruin his game next turn. Because he's just out of range. Sadly, Gavriel just didn't have enough movement. He almost, and if I don't know if you can see my territory, James. I know Darius can. Look how close Gavriel was, Darius. That wasn't considered close enough for the reinforcements. If it had been, that'd have been a much different situation.
Yeah, I can't see it, so.
It's a little BS, like two BS things, and one that range should be a give me. Like that's barely. I might as well be at the settlement. And then the other thing is that lag. Man, God, I hate the lag. Like some games are not as bad at it when it happens, but this game's terrible because when lag happens, it literally will stop registering your clicks, meaning it will stop registering what you're telling your unit to do. His circle is at the settlement. Yep, but it didn't consider that. But you know what's funny? His circle doesn't matter It's the settlement circle. But it does look like it should count because he's in the red. So I'm not quite sure why that didn't pull him in, but at least we can guarantee the win with that fight. I was hoping to win that, but because sometimes it's doesn't work out that way. Wow, this is a very strong priest. Why is this priest so physical? Frick? That is weird. I'm gonna bring you back because I'm gonna need a healer and some other stuff. You're coming back down this way. You have no reason to be up here. Actually, what can you do? Damage buildings? What can you do to the armies? Wound. Wow, 41% chance. It's actually not. Whoa! We can hinder their replenishment, but they're not healing. We want to do it to Aziel, but he's not in range. This priest is a little too far. Can this one reach him? I don't think so, but we'll try it. Not quite. Not quite close enough. That sucks. Okay, so we want to upgrade Fort Jakova over here. It's going to be quite expensive, but I make good money per turn now. And now what we're going to do using our influence, or not influence, our devotion. Let me find it. Wait, why can't I do this? Why is this grayed out? Does it not have 50 devotion? Maybe not. Well, no, it's maxed out, shouldn't it? What is it? It's 100. Wait, weird. Was that a bug? That was a bug. Weird. We're gonna use the invocation to make buildings be completed faster. We might be. Remember the update. This is an old save. That is true. But I don't think that's what's causing the lag. I mean, maybe. It could be contributing to it. But some of these weird things happening could be as far as like the buildings. Like that right there might have been it's an old save. That bug you encountered, yeah. So we'll have to see. You could technically get over there too. Maybe I should send both of them for now. Just to guarantee this win. Although there is another army, this over here, that's a lot better put together that's over near Prague. And Prague isn't in great shape. I'll go ahead and upgrade that, speaking of which. I'm actually gonna put Tazarina right here. So she can reach Prague in an emergency. She's gonna guard this bridge like a troll. For the moment. And you're going in next. Okay. That should be everything for the moment. We're about to get another point here and here because of my battles I've been having. Alright. Let's intern. We've done everything we could do on this turn.
Into battle. I'll exercise restraint for now.
Hey, look, more. Arbol is still harassing
To strengthen the Empire.
Throt. I guess one good thing about this is Arbol isn't expanding at all. Every single one of his blood hosts, although it does look like they're finally on the move again. So we'll see soon. Wonder where they're going.
I'm gonna exploit Festus, is that okay?
I mean, it doesn't bother. He's basically dead, other than the fact that he's got his main settlement. The only thing he has now is Brass Keep. And for some reason, going into vampire territory and attritioning. Don't know why he's doing that.
Maybe he's embraced some meshes. You know, thing of pain. The more pain I feel, the better it is.
Yes, but he went towards vampires. So those aren't Slanesh. I mean, they have Slanesh tendencies, but it's mostly blood. A vampire is, even though it does have some friskiness to it in most cases, is definitely a corn creature, though, overall. Clearly. I mean, it literally drinks blood. I don't know what else to say. At least as far as like if they fell under the wheelhouse that way. It's technically vampires are their own thing in Warhammer, so they're not part of Khorne or anything like that. But that's if that's were the way it was to work, it definitely isn't.
So be it.
It literally creeped the middle. I assume his mage survived. It did, but barely. Dude, what is the range on these guys? 155. You see, if this had been, yeah, if I'd had these Strelessis available to that fight, yeah, he wouldn't have had the range to do the spell without me shooting him. He wouldn't have got that freebie. Okay, that might not have been worth it. What did you do? What was not worth it? What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? I got man and dwarf. At the cost of a Reichsguard. I mean, that is, I don't know. That seems slightly fair. But then again, who knows? I like that Bellacor's just chilling on the coast right here. The Lioness. It's just doing nothing either.
In the name of Magnus. Here is just fine.
Um, uh,
In good time.
And also, here's a scary thought I'm gonna run past you. Decla's supposed to be an actual demon, right? Like Nakari, right? She's gonna be considered in the demon class, right? So you realize if this is the case, even though she'll clearly have more monstrous units, obviously, could you imagine her unit mixed with what Aziel just brought? And Aziel can't even do anything with these units. So technically they'd both be the same in that aspect, but Aziel overall is not as scary himself. He's does a lot of damage, but which he did kill my boy R more than I thought he would. Even with the lag, that much I could tell was happening, but I wasn't trying to get him to run away. My cav would not move. That was what I was trying to do, along with trying to get my priest. Neither of them were listening. It's like it flagged out and was like, "You're not right clicking right now. What do you mean?" What's a right click? Those are the things in battles that make me upset. But hey, it hurt him enough. It achieved my goal. It's just I was looking to do better than just the goal. I was looking to keep that guy level him because he was already a pretty decent level, but now I'll just have to start a new boyer. But that's alright. Also, what's your objectives, James, technically? What would you be trying to do right now if you were actually trying to do your campaign side of things? I know what Darius's is. I've played Empire at least enough to know that. But, James?
Yes.
Oh, I lost everything. I was like, oh.
No, I'm waiting for the lonely sadness of me waiting to move my units slightly further than they are now to move to an island to end my turn.
I
So
love
what
that.
I'm saying is
Great
I'm
stuff.
waiting for Darius to silently
Oh,
turn.
also, you didn't answer my question. What would your normal objective be if you were trying to do campaign?
My normal objective. Let's have a look. For short.
Like who? I would say long, but I guess short technically qualifies as well. I mean, it's still a smaller
Short I've
version of
nearly
it.
done. Long I've nearly done.
Okay. What's left of it?
For my short one is just obviously just either destroy the foreign factions or occupy different settlements, but destroy three factions. Zlatan, which I've destroyed. The High House, which is Dark Wolf, I've already destroyed. And the Last Defenders, which I'm already at war with. And occupy 30 settlements, obviously. And for my long one, to destroy the foreign factions, Barbaric Swarm, and the Poxmakers of Nurgle. Oh, fuck.
Well, at least that one will delay you, so that helps me.
So I have to go up to the... No. No. I have to fight the father of fathers while you deal with his sons and grandson.
Go have fun with that. Good luck. That'll be what delays you. Because I thought about, like, if this series does get to continue any further, I was like, what are we really doing? Because it's a good question.
Yeah, well, I was doing my campaign victories apparently on my own. I've vassalized the Skaven.
Okay.
I've vassalized Sarthrael. And I'm going to get Warzag on my team.
It's like
What a fucking you are. So what we're saying is, rats. Shut up, Sarah.
No. I've got the perfect thing. No, that should be your. Besides dealing with what you just said, that should be your main objective. That should be your long campaign victory. Forming what's called the Mad Council.
Get the bad cancel. But I need to get a. I need to. Hold on.
All of those people are crazy. You just said.
Yeah, but I also need to vassalize Ikit as
Hello,
well.
Franz.
Need to vassalize Ikit for that to work.
Yeah, so like I said, you must form
So I
the
need to
Mad
vassalize
Council.
Ikit, Wurzag. Is that it?
Jesus,
Because I already vassalized the other Skaven. I've vassalized, already vassalized all three on the other side. So, yeah, all I need to do is vassalize Wurzag
Oh,
and...
you're also holy shit. Well, Darius doesn't have much to worry about. I have a feeling Darius would definitely win. I did not notice that. This is the movie I took from Vlad. Oh, well, okay. Poor Vlad. I'll take it. That'll fund much more of Kislev's growth. And building that entire Boyar army of nothing but angry, weaponized polar bears. So, you have just thank you for your donation, Darius, towards the polar bear army. Or is I'm now going to deem it the Rip and Tear army? Set my chat one more time. Oh no, I got twice of that. James can see what I did. Alright, I gotta bring chat back up. I made a bargain with a tree. Very good, sir. Very good. I mean, money does grow on trees. No, I'm just kidding. Not literally, but I mean, technically it is paper, so technically. It's more to it than that, but technically. So there probably would be realistically in that logic the richest creatures on the planet. Tree people. Because they are them. Look how much corruption I've killed so fast. He's standing here, and this thing used to be mostly purple. It's already going away. Hell, this stuff over here is shrinking. Places it's two state. This is how good their sister, basically sisters of battle, anti-corruption is. Like 2 regions over. Look at this, chat. The corruption is still dropping by -2. Not a lot, but this is way far away from me. So this means I am reaching this far. Not this far quite yet. Cleansing chaos. That would also explain why the red is disappearing over here near what do you call it? Corn, which they probably not gonna like very soon. What is happening? When GeForce is talking to you? I am the savior of the
Imagine
elves.
it was like a dirt piece. It was like a everything. He's like, Franz, help us! We've lost
He is.
Tyrion.
Well, no, he's asking for a defensive alliance, the Eltharion. That makes sense.
That makes sense because
Dear
Tyrion's dead.
God. Dear God. Look at this picture. Ghost Lady has reached to the southern tip of the High Elf Islands.
So that's how.
That
Okay,
is
so I thought so.
absolute
She's got the sword of
insanity.
Cain now.
But that's way more than the Sword of Cain. That's actually near her. She has way more than that. If she's gotten that far, she controls the entire left side of this donut, of the elf donut, as it's called. The high elf donut.
You want to do it? We need Scarborough to paint it red.
And it's like, that is, wow. And what's not her is the other pirate guy, whatever, Noctilus or whatever his name is, has. So, whoops.
Good, the high
elves are
elves
doing
are
terrible.
despicable creatures that should all die.
But Darius is coming to their aid. They will be saved. It's like that Lord of the Rings situation, but then weirdly in Warhammer in this situation. And not orcs, but zombie pirates. You ever wonder if Aziel, to even know that they can be rivals, is just looking over at Arbol over there, only 2 settlements away, just harassing Throt infinitely, and goes, "You know you can help me, right? I know you don't like her either." Quite hilarious. Vlad at least, hold on, what? Vlad at least died of runs. I guess he chose not to. He's actually got a pretty good amount of. It's kind of sad that this is a close victory for him, because he's got like, what's it called in here, and that's not good. He's got that many. There were like 4 of them. Although you do have quite a nasty infantry yourself, so, and once again, as Empire always does, lots of guns and nasty cavalry. And then, of course, 2 land ships just to add icing to the cake of terribleness. I don't know what he was thinking here, but hey. And his calves are definitely not going to match up to that calf. Not with the one he chose. If he went the other one, sure. But not that one. Good luck, Vlad. You may be powerful, but you're powerful in territory. You're not powerful in army. Clearly. You have some good blood guard. What do they call them? Grave guard or whatever, but that seems to be about it. How? Oh, because he brought the other one. Oh, and he stole that. There's no way I'm getting. I hate the RNG in this game sometimes. Oh. All right.
And he stole your wing lancers.
One of them. But here's the weird thing. Somehow this is still Valiant. I know he brought extra troops, but I'm like, they're marauders. And a harpy. Excuse me, Siri. You know, the greatest and most useful thing in this game.
Fairies, the fairies.
It's because he's got another mage. I wonder if that mage has that same ability he used on me. That means he has 2 of them.
Oh, and he has flamer attackers, has he?
Yeah, but he's wounded. And is this the walls? I can't remember if this has walls. If this has walls, it doesn't. How did he get us outside? Oh, I know what he did. Okay, I'm going to say this once, because I'm fine with this even if I lose. This playthrough's been kind of borked anyways. It'd be fine to move on when we have a plan for something cool that we're gonna do soon. So I don't really care. But I want to point out from a development standpoint and something that with them making all these improvements, Here's one small thing they can improve I really don't like. I was in the circle for the settlement, right? I want to point this out. Two things screwed me right here. This is a cascade effect is what this is. So two things have been caused here. So I rushed him over there in forced march, got him just into the red circle that you see when you highlight your settlements, which that's supposed to be the battle zone, like the area of influence around the settlement of who's going to get pulled in and who's not. Well, it did not pull my main army in for the initial battle y'all saw earlier, is number one. And second of all, ooh, if this army wasn't so small, this coming from behind thing would be pretty good. They will be a good distraction. I don't want to get close enough to get blapped by the spell again, but until we have to. But these guys could waste the spell for me. If I throw these guys into him, he's gonna use that on them. And then that will at least keep me from losing too many people in this initial army, and that might pull it back. There's gonna be a lot to this. And also lag. Hopefully the lag does not kill me. Because that is my biggest worry in this fight is lag ending this prematurely. Alright, so then we need because we're basically creating a melee unit. We don't want to be too this is another thing I just realized. Hold on. We need to spread this thinner. This doesn't need to be a perfect formation. Because if he's gonna be using spells like that, we do not want it to hit but one unit. So it needs to be like that. We're gonna go wide formation. It's gonna make designing this a little more complicated, but I will take it over what could happen. He's gonna be back here, and hopefully that unit don't get targeted. Okay. What do you guys like? Something like that. Here we go. Right now we got halberd, or basically halberdiers. Oh no, they are considered halberd infantry. Okay, so they need to be on the edges. These are the only ones I have to put at slightly more risk because they have to be closer to the formation in order to truly help. Which needs to be like kind of something like this number here. Okay. And then that's all of the melees. Let's go ahead and build that group. I have to take my time with this. Lock the formation for now. Oh, wait, hold on. He needs to be in there with the infantry this time because I need him to use that buff for leadership to keep people fighting. I'll just keep him with the Ice Queen. They'll just have to, with the Ice Maiden. They'll have to double team something. If they get, if anything, if Azzy, especially if Aziel jumps in here, they will not be able to individually either of them fight him. So, yeah. Now to set up our gun unit. I'll set it up separately over here. That's the Akashka Warriors are going in the back. These are technically Granny's units, but these archers are actually really good. So, and since it's a regiment of renown, having at least one of these for now is pretty good. So I get the better. Actually, no, there isn't a regiment of renown in Strelesi, which is kind of sad. But I'm not sure why they decided that, but okay. Alright, so That. I'm not gonna lock my calf. There's no point. Also, these calves are more expendable. These are only tier 1s. We actually might also, if it comes down to it, use them to eat the spell. So, we'll see. It really depends on what happens. We're gonna find out. Alright. I'm a little bit worried about this, but... So they're right there.
Such paltry mongrels
Alright, well, since I know they have no range, we're doing it.
could kill them in our sleep.
We're doing wait, how long did theirs get here versus mine? 1 minute 45. Same. So it's exactly the same. So we might want to kind of get my cav to kind of eat this spell. Alright, move you guys up there. No, you don't want to do it? Where's the mage? He's in the back. Okay. If you're going to do that, then I'm going to literally do this. I'm going to keep trying to circle you, and you're going to have to keep rotating. Which is going to displace you. And then make me able... which means you can't hit me as easily. Yep, there's one of the spells. Oh, they're actually charging me. Or no. I don't know what they're doing, actually. Well, let me pause for a second. Okay, they actually might be charging me. Hold on. Stop where you are. You need to move like that. And then ranged units need to kind of come up in the middle over here on the side here. And try to shoot there. Hold on, actually, I want you kind of aim like this because that cab is trying to go around you. We might have to turn around. At least for these two and shoot them up real quick. Okay, that's happening. Cav is here, so I'm gonna have Cav so they can eat more spells charge the wizard. And it'll also draw Aziel probably down from the sky. And I have to let these... There comes the big boy one. I knew that was going to happen. But look, here's something why I did this formation. This unit is probably about to get absolutely wrecked. But because it's so far apart from each other, it's only going to be this one. So much better than before. Alright. Let's see how that does. Yeah. Okay, hit those two. So those two took the brunt of that, but that's fine. Waiting for this. Yeah, look at that. Oh, they ate that hard. Alright, get this guy. Get him. He screwed up his charge. Stop him. Stop the chariot. God, chariots are so annoying. Wow, the AI actually knows how to use that chariot. So hold on. Let the guns shoot. Alright, I need my cav to back out of that. They're distracting those Scourge Marines. I called them Marines. Whoops, this isn't 40k. Alright, there's the auxiliary army. There's theirs too. So... these guys need to charge just here. Just come here and fight this. You are to melee it. You are not to shoot at it. You are to come fight this. This one archer can just come right here. This cav needs to join my cav. I need this cav to become a part. This one winged hussar I still have become part of my cav. So my cav needs to retreat back to the forest and meet up together. The priest I I really don't know what to tell you, big guy. You have no health. It's like has come to this forest. We don't have too much to work with. It's gonna be really down to our great axes and gunmen. I'm gonna have you guys specifically shoot Casio. Oh no, that's vigor plus like wait, is that what they do to the enemy? Wait. Oh, I love these Akashka hunters. Cast this on the chosen hell scourges for me, please. That's gonna make those scourges increase the amount of vigor, or what's it called? Um, uh, is it vigor? That's what it's called, right, James?
For vigor, yeah.
Yeah, it's like so. That's gonna increase the amount of vigor they're spending, but by 3% per strike.
Yeah,
So
the
hopefully
longer
they'll
the
lose
battle,
their
the
vigor fast.
longer they will lose vigor.
So these guys need to charge up here. Then we need to start wrapping this front line up some more.
It's orange. I always use there's a lot of. To be fair, yours is tired. Tired. What isn't tired? Tired.
I mean, technically none of the Slanesh are yet, but that's because they,
That's
as I
because
found out,
Slanesh
they
have
actually do.
extreme durability, stamina.
Yeah,
What's Slanesh trying to do? Make rice fields? Sealing's not part of this.
come on, horseman, you need to disengage.
How fucking fast is fucking has it? Holy fuck! You see that
He,
motherfucker?
I mean, he's also got wings, but his speed is 142 right now.
What the fuck?
Like I said, he is
He has
living up to the
evasion,
Slanesh
smoke and
name.
mirrors gives him an extra 10%. Motherfucker!
He is living up to the reputation right now, wholeheartedly.
Scary.
We need to target these. Like wholeheartedly, he's living up to the reputation.
Oh, your mayonnaise can do spells.
What did you say?
Your mayonnaise character can do spells.
I know, James. Chill. It's okay.
Give him the
Okay,
mayonnaise
James.
treatment.
I do want to see what I can do right now because I need to see. It's an area. This doesn't affect my units, right?
Unless it needs to say so.
And no, it says affects enemies in range. So we want to do this to this entire front line because she can literally create a blizzard that withers them over time. So cast it right there, my lady. Bring up the ice. Bring the storms down upon them. We can do direct damage to correct. Oh wait, she can't do both of those at the same time. Hold on. Make sure I still did the spell. I did. Okay. What else can we do here? My Akishkin warriors are trying to shoot at Aziel, who ran away. But now I think I want to reset them so they can help shoot. Scourges. Scourges are starting. What's the Scourges looking like? Yeah! They're tired! These hunters are freaking amazing! They made the Scourges tired! That's actually my save us slightly. We're gonna say. What is my priest? My fresh priest, right? My good one. Oh right. Oh, wait, he can make my troops do better. Quick, activate your aura of vigor. And come stand right here. We need to outlast the outlasters. And I don't mean an endurance in like fleshy endurance. When I mean by like tanky endurance, not in this case. Different kind of endurance. Alright, spell has been triggered. Alright, my cab is charging their doggos. Or at least this pack of doggos. Oh wait, do they have a... Well, that's just missile cav. We could stop the missile cav, but I'm not really concerned about that. Fair. Also, double hatchet men run into this fight. Since there's lag going on a lot, that's why I'm pausing a lot, chat. Normally, I don't like to do this. I don't play like this normally. But I don't want to take the chance and get boned from something freaking out. We need to repost you guys right here because these doggos are coming this way. You guys are getting posted over here behind them to prepare for the enemies to stop this flow coming in. This infantry unit needs to engage this. I don't know if I want to send the Ice Girl in there quite yet. She is our best melee right now, but I don't know about against that. What is his melee? Yeah, no. Yeah, no. She is not fighting that. No. This dumb right now, and he's because it's still fresh. This dumb idiot's got 82 freaking melee attack right now. Oh no. Or she's only got. Oh my god, she's been debuffed. He hit her with the what's it called? She's got 34. If she ain't fighting him. Alright. Good to know. That's not great.
Isaiah's considered small. Why?
What'd you say? Who's considered small?
Aziel.
Well, yeah, he's not a monstrous creature of any
Which is
kind.
weird. I love your.
All right,
I
let
love
me
your
cast
secret
more ice
chariots.
spells.
He has outpaced anti-infantry very fast. What does he target? One single unit. Live it up to the AI potential.
Are they running? What are they doing? I don't think they're running. Or why are you running? They did not run. They should have. Alright, those horsemen got hit as well. This battle down here looks like it's going generally okay right now. We killed the doggos. You guys need to focus this now. Let me say that. No, stay fighting this. Let that just hit you and then fight it. You guys now need to shoot at that. Gunman? I don't know if you have a clear shot. I don't know if these gunmen can shoot. I don't know what they can see. Problem with guns is they can't shoot for the backs of allies. Well, they can, but you can imagine how well that would go. Alright, the cab is doing their thing. Good. One of them is gonna die, but I've still got 3 good ones. You guys need to focus that and then deal with the heartbeats. The Furies, the one thing I'll give the Furies, which is something that's very odd. The one thing they are good at is they're good at killing Cav, which is so strange. I guess because they're just excuse this brutal image, ripping the horse to pieces because there's so many of them attaching themselves to the horse in realism terms. I don't know. Whereas humans, if there's a whole bunch of humans in a pack, they're all going to be just swinging their swords, so it's a different aspect. So I don't know. Don't quite know. Okay, hold on. Gotta pause. We need to do some more direct damage to Aziel himself now. With our frost abilities. We are running out of mana. This is probably the last real good spell we're going to get off. Oh, look, it's in its final stage. By the way, that's the blizzard. Look what it's doing. That's the final phase of the ice storm.
It looks very much like a cross.
Well, they are very highly religious.
Where's Carl Franz when you need him?
They are very highly religious, to be fair. So
tell me
that's
it
kind of
shoots
their
out.
thing.
Is Aziel about to get cummed on?
I mean, I'm hurting him really bad, to be fair. The only thing I'm more worried about is the
Summon the
secondary
electric
army
out.
on its way here. It doesn't have a lot, it's just marauders. I need to win without losing too much over here. And then I go for my gunmen and my shooters, and we should be fine. My priest is getting attacked by horses. That's not good. Let me spark up some leadership bonuses. That's not great. Okay. Now I know what I need you to do, my lady. I need you to come kill these horses. You can't kill Aziel, but you should at least be able to fight Elisa against some Cav. And you guys need to keep shooting these secret chariots. Finish them off. Then I can have you finish the other guys off again. Do it. God, I hate these chariots, man. Oh shit! Ow! I hit the ambushers, the Akashi ambushers, but okay. These gunners need to shoot that. What's his range strength? Missile strength is 286. See, our troops are thinning out over here. I wonder if I could get him to come kill Aziel with his gun. I don't want to pull too much from this stuff. Is the issue. What are you guys doing? Not what I need you to be doing. You need to be swarming up right there so you can shoot the other chaos unit in the back. You guys just keep doing what you're doing. That's basically won the fight. I knew those dogs were going to lose that. Okay. This over here is starting to win now. Good. I'm seeing good things across the board right now. But, okay, here's the problem. So I think I have to deattach the Cav now. Cav's got to run away. Because the melees from the auxiliary army are running straight at them. They're trying to get them to, before they get to run away so they can cut them down. But this is fine because it's also forced them to split in half, so they're delaying, kind of staggering their units right now. So it's the best I've got. Aziel is almost dead. The plan is slightly going as planned. Okay, see, the chariot has run away now, which is slightly inconvenient. But now we can form up our gunner here and let them shoot into whatever they can see here. Akashka hunters back to shooting at the chosen. Since they're gonna help there, I'm gonna bring the commander over here too to try to kill Aziel with his gun. Okay. I hate how slow Kislev is on foot though. My units from the settlement are still trying to get down here. Yo, you keep fighting these Cav. You're doing a great job. Okay, what does this do? Let me do some more spells. How much does it cost to do another Heart of Winter? 20. How much do I have? 14. If I let it build up a little bit more, I can get another Heart of Winter. I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna hold off and try to hold. Yep, Aziel's flying to us. Aziel's flying to us. Pause. He's going for the Great Axeman. Commander, start shooting at him now. Priest? Well, you're not a healing priest. Got it. See, now I'm like, yeah, now is it worth it waiting for that? I don't know if it is. What's his melee like now? He's at 92. God, I hate that passive. So much that he gets, but I love it at the same time. I love it when you play as him because this is something Slaaneshes do. You see how that's getting higher? That was 82. Yeah, Blissful. There it is. Blissful Rapture. Because he's killed a certain amount of units, as James said, He's kind of got a raging, angry motor. So it's added more damage to him now. This is why we're not engaging him in melee. We're going to shoot him. Alright, once again, hunters, aim at their commander. Turn back around and put those arrows in his face. Holy crap, this is crazy. Alright, the cab is still being a good distraction. I actually think now what I want my cab to do is charge this one random chosen scourge unit right here. And start hitting shit from the back. Actually, no. Their wizard is almost dead. Hit the wizard. Kill. Don't let him get another one of those spells. That way, if we get another Heart of Winter, they can't use their strongest spell anymore. Okay. It's all turning up, Milham. Charge them. Oh, whoa! I have never seen Slaanesh use its ranged units like this. It's trying to defend. We're gonna have to partially ignore that. That's not good. Our calves might be getting trapped. They're getting smart. The AI is getting smarter. This one great activity was happening. Quite a moment. Can I use their ability yet again? No, 8 seconds before we can make the Scourges even more tired. Alright, guys. You have ammo? You do. Shoot into the back of these. Oh, so what is that? Yeah, okay. Good, good. The cab is being a little crazy. These spearmen need to come and deal with this. Like, let's just have them chase these down. These archers need to set up more like right here. They're gonna get bodied, but they're kind of a distraction. And you two are going to set up right here. Okay. Unpause. Yeah, I figured that might be a problem. Alright, well, my cab is now locked in. That's a little inconvenient. I've never seen the AI this smart, but they're doing some good jobs. Although what they locked it in with isn't impressive. We technically can kill that, but it's the fact that this back here is about to join it. That stupid chariot is still alive. Yeah, see, now that the guns are shooting the Scourges in the back, and the Scourges just tired out. They're very tired now. Okay, so I don't have to waste that for my hunters now. What we should use it on is Aziel.
How the fuck is this motherfucker still fresh? Does he have perfect figure?
If he does, we're about to hopefully help get rid of it. Because I think this counters that. I'm hoping. But yeah. She's still fighting that cab valiantly. I do wonder, though, if maybe just some frost breaths are going to be better, but let's keep earning. We're almost back to 20.
Oh, yes, Foe Seeker. That's giving him his vigor.
Yes, but I just cursed him. I gave him a curse. Oh, no. The chariots are going for my commander.
In melee, unit losing slightly.
What, him?
Yep.
That's because he's getting overwhelmed now. He's lost too much, Yeah, see how it's called Pack Trap. If you highlight his thing, I don't know if it'll let you see his, like, actual debuffs and buffs. I've given him both Frostbite and Pack Trap. So he will not have as much damage. He's still sitting at 85, though. That's how ridiculous he is. Damage-wise.
You can do it, not.
It's gonna be close because the game still says it's half and half. It says slightly in my favor, but it isn't saying that it's fully in my favor. Not yet. My calves are freaking boned, but they're doing what they can. I think I just need to charge you in now. I don't care if the priest dies. He's not giving any extra. He can give at least a leadership bonus so people don't run away when he gets over there. We'll have him run like this way. Because these two now need to run closer. We need to essentially post these two here. Archers need to move here. Wait, what is that? What spell is that? What just happened there? Oh, he did the whip. That's not that bad. That could have been a lot worse. Alright, what can I do with my main priest? Vigor loss. So, okay. I need my priest to... So, the Strelessis are tired. Who needs this vigor help? Oh, he cast his big spell finally over here. Ah. That's a bit inconvenient. My only worry is I feel like in any moment now, Azrael's gonna dive onto my priest. You know, I kind of want him to do that. Because if he did, the Strelessi can just shoot him. So you know what? We're going to try to give him some bait, but at the same time send my priest over here to the right side where the spell is happening to use his passive to give back leadership and some vigor reduction. Vigor loss reduction to keep this right side fighting a little bit longer until the Frostheart can be thrown down. Hopefully. And hopefully that will be just enough to hold until I can get the ranged units unengaged with this one Scourge unit and start getting them over here to shoot things from the side. This is a close one. Ow, that hurt my double axes so bad. Get back in there. You need to keep shooting him, sir. You need to stop lollygagging around. Madroni is now fighting the chariots and the cav. Fire at him.
So,
He's almost
Azrael's on
dead.
220. His
He's
leadership's down
almost
to
dead. I
11.
gotta pause.
He's now taking vigor damage. He's now got 78 speed. His melee attack's down to 71. His weapon strength down to 279. He's slightly winning in melee, but the frostbite is helping. He's shaken because he's tired. So, and he's down to 220 health. So this could make a break. Your Stratalis might actually win him in melee, depending. However, his lord, and is he classed as large? No, again, he's small. Your wizard is.
You're a wizard, Ezio. No.
No, combat is even, but because he has more health, he's gonna win overall.
Oh shit! I forgot there was a Chaos Champion! Run, priest!
Isn't it a good job I like to talk about this? Yeah, the Chaos Champion, you know, at full health, is just beating the living top, but the worst thing is, he wasn't winning. It was even. He's chasing him down.
Run, priest!
Azrael's dead.
Azrael's dead. That just threw a little bit more in my favor because we're starting to see a little bit of morale drop now on the Slaneshi units finally. The chariots are still being shit faces.
Put the chariots.
I really hate these chariots. Shoot this, please, with your pistols, because this is getting annoying. The Strelessis need to win this Scourge battle over here. This is getting out of hand how long this is taking over here.
Use your mayonnaise to help win against the champion. Use the power of
Mayonnaise. Actually, I do need to send her to save the priest. To be fair,
yes,
she can't.
Use the power of mayonnaise.
But the problem is, if she starts to lose to him, I have to give her her bonus that gives her defense. I don't know if she can fight him either. His melee is not that much better than hers. He definitely
No,
has better
especially because
defense
now
than her, though.
he's got very tired. Oh, he's very bad.
Yeah,
'Cause
but
his
so does
vigor's
she.
very
So
bad.
does she probably. Actually, no, she's tired. So here's what I'm gonna do. All right, I have an idea. Let's see if we can pull this off. Also, since you killed him, now shoot at him. I'm gonna have my gun commander start shooting at the other champion coming this way too. Come on, get over here so I can buff these guys. You need to shoot this. Oh man. Alright, the Furies are gonna die soon. You guys keep shooting that for a second. Alright, here we go. It's such a close battle. Alright, she is now engaging. She is very tired. Oof. Oh no, that's him. Alright, so now that that's happened, I actually want you to help her now that she's fighting him. She actually took a lot of damage from that first initial charge, which is annoying. So I'm actually going to buff her then. Oh, but she can't move, though. So then what we need to do is opt out of Frostheart for now. Hit him with the basic debuff one that does character damage. Because they all need to be fighting him together. And then you need to give a vigor loss reduction to everyone around that little area. The Scourges are finally starting to retreat. So the Wolfhearts need to now come help kill this champion. And then my Strelessis, the ones that are over here, which two is it?
I recommend getting
It's these two.
your Timmer. Oh, what does Timmer do? Ooh,
The
your Timmer could give
Strelessis need to
you.
come up
Timmer could
here.
actually give your. Wait a minute. Timmer could give you vigor, because vigor 100% is 100%.
Yeah, I already did that, James. I already cast all that.
Oh,
He's going to be trying to make her better. I don't know if she can hold out in that fight, but we'll see.
wait.
She casts the spell on him. They're all jumping in.
Very tired. Taking fire. Death Frost. Ooh, this is gonna be.
Also, I also
He's
need...
fucking even. He's better than Aziel.
So I'm going
Which
to do
is
that
saying
because we need to
something.
cast what's called... Alright, that made those run. Okay. I'm also using her to throw ice spells over at other fights.
Works.
She is double on the job right now. Alright, Halberdiers. I'm not sure what to send you guys
Look
yet.
how tall he is compared to your.
Your armor piercing. Come help this.
Wait, what? There's something not right. Oh, that's your wing lance. Oh. What is your wing lance?
Yeah, no, they're definitely gonna die.
He was about the same height as the fucking horse. Standing up. Oh, he's losing. He's losing the fight. Where's mayonnaise?
Well, his morale's about the tank. I think I've won this. I don't want to jinx it, but I think this is about to be a victory.
He's on
But I
one
ain't jinxing
leadership. There's apart from those Marauder horsemen, which have full health, maybe the Ghast and the Marauders.
Well, there is a unit of
Wow.
Scourges still fighting. There is a unit of Scourges still fighting my Woodsmen. and my Kislevite City Watchmen, which that's
Yeah.
essentially militia. But I'm fixing to come help them, and just right now, to be fair, is what I'm working on. I'm actually about to post the Strelessis up there so they can shoot
Oh, I
either
forgot
of
about my
these
cup of tea.
groups.
But yeah, I think he broke his morale. Let's have a look, see what he's got as negatives. Death Frost, Frostbite, Wounds, yeah. Oh, he's going down to 7. What, it's 7? He's going up to
We're
2.
doing a lot of damage to him, to be fair,
Yeah,
too.
he's losing. No, he's very tired. It's damage to he's losing. He's routed. He's routed.
Nice.
Okay, so one of your units is dead. That's routed. That's routed. That's routed. The horseman is still being a little bit of a dick. The Seeker chariots are gonna die, imagine. Yeah, midnight damage. Yeah. So is the fairies still alive? The fairies are still fucking alive. How? They're furries. They're not made of well, if they could survive an new. Fair. Okay, so it looks like everything's going in favor. Yeah, negative 55. He's broke completely. So I think hold on, let's have a look. Your Marauder Horsemen are holding out. Lord dead. Winning current combat. Ah, this tells you now what your leadership is. Your
How do you?
friends run.
Oh, wait, does it show that on their tags now?
Look
Lord
at you.
dead?
Look at the enemy Marauder Horseman that's going after your TSR, and if you look at it, white's still green. Just highlight it with your mouse.
Wait, which one?
The Marauder Horseman at full health. On his side.
Lord incapacitated. How are they confident?
Did you
mean,
click on their
sure,
stats to go to
okay.
leadership?
Oh, okay.
That's
Hold
how
on.
you tell. Sorry, I wasn't. If I
Oh,
was
Lord
clear enough,
dead.
sorry.
Oh yeah, wow.
Because they got allied units near him, which he carries them, and they're winning the current combat.
Oh yeah, if you look at why he broke all of a sudden, the champion, damage sustained gave him minus 66. That's how much we hurt him with our guns right there all at once. Lord dead minus 10, very tired minus 4. Friends are also routing because there's a lot of people
Yeah.
either vanishing because they're demons or running away now. He's encouraged by one nearby unit. Who the hell is even that? Unit is rank 10, which is adding 10 automatically. So if the unit's rank just adds a flat number, whatever the rank is. And then there's something from other things giving him 14. Interesting.
So it gives you like now. It tells you what the best thing is. So are these horses considered large? They are. How's your spears? You've got one lot of spears and anti-lice. They're a quarter. They actually might do some decent shit. But they are tired. You're better
Nah,
off.
the horses are gonna die. There's only 3 to 1 squad, 1 to the other. The horses are screwed. I have to run them away now if I want them to survive, which
Oh yeah,
I
you're
can
lost.
try.
Routed. 100%. This is the only reason he's not routed is because this horse is actually standing against the war. This outside is dead. I will gonna say one thing though. Actually, maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't. I doubt you use melee uses decisively. So your clever watch swords will die. Oh, but okay, so let's so why? Joseph nice.
That's. Are these winning or losing right now? Losing slightly. Let's go help with this side first. Okay. Um. I'm gonna let him try to kill that, because if he fully kills him, I think that's gonna add another -10 to them. Oh, the Scourges are running up behind us. The ones that are left. So I'm gonna have you guys shoot at that for a second. It actually says y'all should win that, so. Here, you need to buff leadership for this side of the map. And let's go.
Our foes have cast the spell!
Yep.
They use the wind
Somehow the Wing Hussars made it out. So I'll take that.
faith in the motherland!
Okay, what can my priest do? They killed that dude's running, so I'm gonna let the gunman try to kill him while he's running. Now it's time for the Sister of Battle to show why this is her name. Because I need her to come over here to this right side. Or should it be left? I'm trying to think what needs help more. We killed the Scourges. These Scourges are now dead. I'm gonna have her come over here to the right. Basically after these axemen right here. Priest is gonna go with her because I don't really trust sending her fully alone since she's wounded. So he's gonna go help her. Gunman man is gonna do that. They're gonna make that run away again. Now for what's left of this small unit of Strelesi that's been an absolute champion this whole battle when it was taking Aziel by itself. Are gonna come over here and help with this. Alright, and then my halberds, you come back and make sure these chosen run from our Akashka hunters. The Kislevite City Guard, you're gonna jump in over here where the horsemen used to be. Same thing for this Great Swords unit, you're going in there too. These Strelesis need to turn and burn this priest. Actually, they need to turn and burn these marauders behind them because the marauders are shooting them in the back. Then turn and burn the priest. The priest might run away before then anyways. Okay. Continuing. Yeah, he's got plenty of range. He should kill that before he runs away. Oh, it's trying to lag a little bit. Oh, headshot! Other Lord is dead. Come shoot. Come use your brilliant ass sniper rifle I gave you and shoot the priest in the face. Sounds bad out of context, to be fair. Not our priest, cultist priests. Okay, now this side needs to swoop in towards the marauders. Try to lock them down. Do we have any icy spells left? No. She is all out of blue juice. So, that ain't happening. Alright. Resume. Yes! Yeah! You don't screw with Kislev. Alright, in battle. I'm gonna save that replay. Don't no one touch anything. That was brilliant. We'll call this the Honorable Guard. Oh no. I'm trying to think of a good title for this. Frozen Aggression.
No, call it mayonnaise to the save.
No.
Yes, mayonnaise for the win.
I forgot how to spell aggression. Eight.
I'll type it in my chat so you can. Can you spell it? It's aggression spelled AGGRESSION.
Wait, say that one more time. My brain melted when you were saying it.
So
Say
aggression
it again.
spelled A
Mm-hmm.
double G
Double G. I was
R-E.
right on that. R-E.
double S
Uh-huh.
I-O-N.
Okay. Frozen aggression. Nice.
I don't tell me I spelled
That
it
is a
wrong because I
really-
use Google.
Because that would be a fun battle to watch on a replay at some point.
Do you know what it looks like? It looks like that flame banner just turned to a fish and he's just got punched in the face as Azrael died.
And what's funny is all the shit that died, that's just gonna get replaced with Zargard. None of what died mattered to me, except that one Zargard.
Wow, you really are a lord of chaos. You don't matter, you're dead.
Well, no, it's Kislevian might. You have to fight for the motherland in the purity against chaos, and this means you must sacrifice yourself in the name of Urson.
Why does this feel like you're talking more like corn than you are anything else? Like you want to sacrifice yourself for the name of. Hold on. You want to sacrifice yourself in the name of our mother.
Well,
This sounds like Marathi, but with extra steps.
Well, no, it's called the motherland, but it would be for Urson, the bear god. That's who they worship.
So I'm gonna sacrifice myself for my dad.
Exactly. Well, no, Boris isn't freaking. If you've ever
Boris,
played, I don't think
I
you
am
ever.
convinced Boris
never-
is the son of Urson.
I mean, he might be, but that is kind of the
Urson
belief
decided to make with it. Oh god, I want to point out a giant bear god decided he wants to make sweet love with a woman, and out comes Boris, and he's got so upset. I think that's why he's obsessed with the bears. Well, where's Boris?
You know what's bad? This was 2 of his armies. He only has 1 left.
I
Sorry
think
for
your dad
him.
might be in trouble.
I don't want to hear that. I mean, I'm doing good, but I still don't want to hear that. I'd rather face this guy than that guy.
Where is Oh, yeah, Boris is doing bad. Yeah.
That's not good. Okay, good to know.
But the irony is, Archaon's not winning him.
Let's give campaign movement, so it'll give my boy a chance to chat,
Was he
look at
in
this.
range?
No, I mean, that's not what happened. He attacked one of my settlements with his auxiliary. So this is why Marauders suck. Everyone observe this real quickly. This is why Marauders are shit. This is why you're supposed to also convert them as a warrior of chaos as soon as humanly possible. Because of this. I only have, let's count it, shall we? 1, 2, 3, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that 10 or 9? Somewhere around there. I'm going to say 10. I only have 10 to 9 garrison units versus a 20 stack. Who do you think's winning?
Yours.
Yes.
It's about apt.
It's a firing victory with an auto resolve. And I'm like,
I take that.
Alright, goodbye. This is insulting to Slanesh slightly because I play Slanesh, but this is his fault. Aziel is a failure and terrible anyway, so. Yeah, look how much died. By the way, the queen is in range of this.
That's good.
This is not great for them. I'm gonna take replenishment so the garrison can kill them if they attack again.
Does Festus want peace with me? Festus wants peace with me. He's willing to pay me 3,000. I do get an investment return on that 500 I fucking gave you.
I'm pretty sure that with that punch in the face, Azio is probably going to be out of this game. He has a decent amount of territory, but a
Should I
lot of what's
accept this
behind him
peace
in the
treaty?
mountains is being taken by Throg.
No,
So,
I'm not going to accept this peace treaty because the matter of fact is 3 factions united against one enemy. Empire, Kislev, Kairos against Festus.
wow. Festus is not doing well, to be fair. Anyways,
Yes, he's willing to pay me 3,000 gold for a peace treaty.
wow.
And I
I'd have
denied
taken
it.
it just for the money.
Do you know why I denied it?
Why?
Because Festus is fat, and all fat things must die, including Darius. I see Carl
Also,
Frost. I see that junk in the trunk he
you know
has.
how much better I did when I mitigated the lag.
James, he really realized I insulted Darius by calling him fat. Well done, Darius. You caught onto our part. I called you fat. You did it. You did good by abandoning Be'lakor. Be'lakor abandoned us the minute we gave him godhood chance. Look,
I mean, even at power, he's not that strong. I want to point out,
he's
even
not.
after
He's only
that,
like 75 and I'm 14.
well, I'm not talking about just that. I'm talking about power scale, the little bar
He
and
attacked me.
army
Yeah,
measurement.
this one serves him right. This serves him right. Yeah, he's not worth it. He's
But-
attacked me. Yeah, good.
But hold on. But let me point this out because chat can see it real quick before you end your turn, or before you do whatever. he's
Begin my
asking, or-
turn, not end it.
Well, the communication thing is going on, but look, everyone observe that power bar. So to show that he's nowhere near as threatening as anything we've already killed, including Azio even, I just got wounded. I lost some units. I'm still half, like 50-50 with him in power scale after the wounding.
After the wounding.
So that means that full, if I had that 20 stack didn't lose anything or wasn't wounded right now, I'd easily be able to kill him. Apparently,
Kill
at
him.
least according to units.
Kill him now. Yeah, okay. Yes, it did. Yes.
Because I was not about to lose Aaron Grind. It can frick off.
Right, you do right with that.
But Darcy, I want you to see this stupidity. Oh, what, you're gonna manual it?
Well,
mean,
I
you don't
haven't
have
had
to, I
my
mean-
turn yet in like 500 years.
Yeah, I will say, I mean, if it's not needed, I wouldn't do tube anymore. It's already 10. We're already
If you
encroaching on our
decided to
time
do it
limit.
slow, you couldn't alter this. It's not worth it, Darius.
As fun as I would love to watch Be'lakor get absolutely ripped apart,
Yeah,
it's-
so do I.
this-
But I'm like, also, but my turn.
but it is getting late. So,
No, it isn't.
and I'm surprised I'm glad that manual battle happened when it did. Now that just probably skyrocketed my Ice Court religious side, which is going to be annoying because it's going to give me a ton of debuffs on the other side,
Hey, Ardo,
which are going to hurt some things. I'm going to have to fix that. What's up?
would you like to see how fast my turns usually are?
Sure. Now your power scales is super in your favor. Holy shit.
Oh, I know. It's great, isn't it? Hold on, I need to, just upgrade coins. Upgrade them. There you go, that's my turn done.
Hmm?
That's literally all I have to do. It's the most boring thing ever. It's literally that boring.
Hey, my priest got his horse. Thank God.
Good job.
Oh, Castellion's back. Nice.
Castilian's back.
Well, he
After
was dead
we've
when
slaughtered him.
Well, that's the funny thing. When I confederated, somebody must have killed him. It was probably Aziel. because he was he wasn't he was in the respawn state. When you look at recruiting your legendary lords. So I mean, I've got 2 armies I've got to build actually. So let's go ahead and recruit Castilian. Is he riding on his bear already? He is.
Bears.
Problem is he
I got
doesn't
bears.
get. Problem is he doesn't get bonuses for the bears, does he? Because the boyer
Uh-oh.
gets a bonus that
Crocodile's
makes
on a
the bear
rampage.
better.
This is like the Spider-Man, the Dr. Lizard all over again. Oh, God.
I say that. Actually, I hold on. I say that he does have. I could guess this is our homeland. It's everybody's thing. So maybe I give him the
Welcome,
bears
everyone.
to support and be his front line since he's a priest. That would be odd, but you know what? Can we recruit a warrior hero? Hold on. No,
What does this
sadly.
do? It gives oh, okay. So that's fine then. So my goal was so we are currently at war with the last defenders. Irony. And we're gonna take the defenders away from them and make them the last. No, they're gonna be the lost. The lost defenders. So he's got a 20. No, it's 18. 20, but he's got Croxigos. That's interesting.
Well,
And
everybody
he
leveled up.
has
Okay.
this. He has Saurus Veteran, a Skink Chief, a Saurus
Big
Scar
boom.
Veteran, and Croccar, which he's annoying as hell.
Oh my god. I can give that dude that was my sniper rifle dude a grenade. Let's go big booms. It's actually pretty good. It does 380. I'm gonna get that. Big booms.
You need to get big booms. And then after that, hopefully you would like me, which you don't. Gifted yourself there, watches. No, because he's my vassal. That's why. 41. -35. So I should be proving, right?
Hey, none of these affect the Strelesi.
I foresee destruction.
Well, we're gonna have to help her.
Yeah. No, I take that back. That one kind of does. So it's this one. This is the one I want. Does that affect Strelesi? And then for you, let's increase replenishment of troops and keep making you slightly tankier. You can hold out, and for our Frost Maiden of the Hour, she's still not high enough to start getting her yellow line up here, which is kind of annoying. Because she does at least have these, which is what we want. Eventually.
So then, because
upgrade that.
see, but what DC has skinks. Ugh. Question, I want to know something.
Upgrade that the standard breath, so it does more damage.
Can you win that? Oh, you have no chance of winning. That is worrisome. What about this? I swear to God. What the fuck? You can win that for Kairos card? What the fuck?
I said no one's dying good.
Okay, well, I've discovered something weird about, you know, one of my armies.
Even more replenishment, because that'll make our replenishment basically one turn.
Don't be
Hey,
cheating.
the ice girl got her horse. I don't want her on her horse though,
Yeah,
because she's meant to be
she,
fighting
hold
with
on,
the
hold on,
Emperor.
hold on. Yeah, but she's horsing around now, not.
Yes, but not right now. She must fight with
Yeah,
the Emperor.
but not right now. We need her to be serious.
We need to give her some armor too. Oh, a luck stone. That's physical resistance right there. Good.
Give her a
Take that.
10-ton skeleton.
So she leveled up again because that gave us even more points. Let's give her earthing and magical reserves. Once you get enough, you want to get those both at the same
Yeah, but
time.
why would you give her earthing though?
Well, it makes her regenerate. Like if she had had that already in that last fight, she would have definitely been able to pull off 2 frost hearts in one battle. But
But no. But
this list
no.
is large. But we want to max this out because this is gonna make
This
our
is boring
Streletsys
because I have to
absolute
walk my
monsters.
armies just to walk them. But to be fair though, I got the ball. After this, Kairos is not going to stop. Because now I've got the boring stuff out the way. We could upgrade this 9,000. What do I get? Calabase use.
All right, before we get
Calabase
anything
though.
else, we need to get the bears I was trying
What
to
does
get.
these get? Ooh, these are.
And they're cheaper
Oh.
now because it's
I get my
Castilian.
warp stalkers.
He has that passive already. Oh well, now I can just fill this thing.
Armor
So we're
champions.
gonna want
I want to see that actually.
4 of those. So
I need
here's
to
how we're
see
gonna
this.
play. This is gonna be a weird
Where's
one.
my
So we're gonna
No,
want
leave.
4 of those. Let's get 2 human calves. Yeah, classified dervishes.
Accessory glaives.
These take so
There's
much time.
halberds, glaives. There's my warp tokens. Chosen
Let's
of
give him 2
Zeech.
Zarguards with these.
The chosen of Zeech are better. Aspiring champion of
1 of
Zeech
those.
shields. Oh, the aspiring champions are better, and they are better. Okay.
Although, no, wait a minute. I want to recruit stuff in the
And they
other
get a
army too. So
silver
let's get rid of those for
shield.
now.
Ooh, but they don't
Yeah, because
get
we want to give 3 to
physical
3. Okay.
resistance, but
And then
these
you.
Chaos Warriors do, huh? I don't just get resistance.
What did you lose? You still have your main Zarguard.
Oh crap! I forgot to do that. Oh well. Yeah, you looked at my balance of power
So,
output. Don't it look great?
I don't know if that's the word I'd use. Sure.
It's great. Now Darius will look the opposite way. It will look like he's going to kick my ass, which is to be fair. But he cheats. He just goes for the Emperor, and he gets the like a bunch of units.
So we didn't actually lose that many units. Okay. So we lost
Yeah,
2 at
you did,
best.
Arnold. Stop
So
cheating.
that means I need that. We'll get an extra Streletsy. And let's get
I'm sorry. Give them extra what? Screw ecstasy.
Skrillex. No, Streletsys. Yes,
Oh,
Skrillex.
I really thought you said screw ecstasy. I'm like, kind of Kislev, gosh, is this? Man,
Let's
imagine the
see.
kid.
So I got a great weapon
Wait,
to
what if
replace
this
the
whole
one we
time
lost.
Kislevians are on drugs and this is what they've been taking this entire time? Man, it's true. It looks so different.
And let's put one of these bears back in here.
Would be so funny to see that.
Okay, it's time to build some stuff. Oh, wait, hold on. Can she reach him? Not quite. Not quite. Show attrition. So let's just go to Fort Ostrix. Because we're about to take all this from him anyway, so. I'm a little eerily close to Arball now, who is still harassing Thrive. I don't know what weird
Like I said,
loop
and you know what the
Arball
worst
has
thing is?
gotten
I'm
caught in
actually
right
helping
here.
our ball.
Well, he ain't. What are you helping him do? Sit in one spot?
Yep.
Because I want to point out, look at my stream. I'm zooming in on it right now. Look at
No.
this.
No.
Look at this stupidity.
No.
Dude has at least. Hold on. So, Arball has a 16 and 18 stack. There's a 15 stack here. There's a 14 stack here and a 20 stack here. They're infinitely raiding the hell pit. I feel like this seems like a bug.
No, what it could be is the AI's run out of money and they keep raiding it just to get money.
But that did in a way that's a bug. Shouldn't they be not allowed? What the heck?
Well, it's a weird strategy as well if you think about it. Unless he's saving a lot of money to fund his next arming, should that be enough to kill him?
I'm gonna go.
It's just the ways of the thinking. It's just the AI thinks in like multiple ways that we don't see. So it could be that, like I said, it'd be raided just enough that it's gaining money enough to fund another army, which you don't see. Just gonna come back over there, kill Thrall. Or it could be that he's just run out of money and he's keeping his army alive.
What's this one? Oh, maybe. I don't know. That is strange.
All we need to know is it's Arbol the Defeated is his new title.
Arbol the Defeated. That's rough. Man, that's rough.
But he hasn't won. That means his title of undefeated is not accurate. It's not accurate. Because if he would have won. Oh, it could be Arbol the Patient. I don't know.
Arbol the Patient. I don't think I get patience from that man.
Arbol the
I don't look
Patient.
at that man and go, yeah, that's gotta be a patient guy.
He's just looking at you with this terrified expression with fire
Oh, we
coming out of
need
his
this.
eyes and just look at you.
Recruit rank +2 for our Cossars, armor Cossars against the lights. Don't need that right now. When in own territory, plus more defense. Ooh. Yeah, that would lock me down pretty hard. I do like that. Let's do that. We want all the warfare upgrades from all the points we've earned from our belief right now.
Next cycle is the last turn. You can't lose if you don't fight, so technically you're undefeated. Yeah, I mean, but again, you're not actually winning either, so you can't be called undefeated because then it would imply that you've won every fight. So technically, he's not actually he's not right, but he's not wrong either.
Yes, clearly.
So my original statement is that it's Arbol the Patient.
Do that, we can level him up.
I could help Boris. Should I help your father, Dad? No. Should I help your father?
You should always help him. He needs help.
I could help him
I'm
kill
technically
epidemics
heading
if
that.
focus on Arbol.
I am technically heading
okay,
that way, to be
Looking
fair.
at the wrong eye.
I am technically heading that way, so.
Oh yeah, you'll see nice surprises along the way.
Okay. Buildings available. What can we do here? Oh yeah. What's closest to the Orkman? Fort Jakova, but that's already being upgraded. Then it would be the most likely thing he'd be able to attack next would be Zavastra or Vativo. So Vativo's next.
Or Latinos.
So Vativo, you're getting a tier 3 upgrade as
No.
well.
Need to attack the Latinos.
But let's see.
I counted it
Oh,
Ostoma.
we
Good
don't want
job,
to upgrade that because that'll unbalance this, which is now at 9 naturally. Ooh, what are you naturally at?
How is Iron Core doing to you, Darius? How is Iron Core?
Actually, that's not bad. Because we got a bunch of balanced out characters. So this is 11. This is... Oh, actually, no. This one's actually finally lower. I'm actually getting more belief to the, what's it called right now? I actually think maybe I should leave it that way for a bit because it's behind by 2, which is the max I can have. I would like it to go up by 1. So we might want to actually increase it. So, what can I do to do this? Hold on, I'm almost done with my turn. Not much until this becomes tier 3. I can increase it by making this a tier 3. And going full into, whichever of these gives the most. That gives 4 more. We don't want to overwhelm it, so probably one of these.
Hmm. I never thought I'd see this, but the Carlfrons and the vampires are teaming up to kill orcs.
Azog has been kind of a bully, to be fair, so I don't... That actually doesn't
I know.
somewhat
What
surprise
about
me.
Iron Claw? Go bad.
Oh, that one, he's just everywhere. I don't know how he showed up everywhere. He's pushed off in all kinds of weird directions. So I have no idea about him.
Yeah, you do. I don't believe you.
Oh my god, you can tell Costilian... you know how I know Costilian died to Azio?
How?
He has a mark of Slanesh on him.
Ain't that funny?
He's lucky that he can prove himself, because usually when you get marked like that to a sister of battle, that means bolter time.
That means either in shit or you're gonna get a bolt through your heart.
It's like, because Kazarino probably has that similar mentality when it comes to chaos, so...
Servant of the Wind Lord. What mysteries might the oceans hide?
And I know she's, by the way, not an actual sister of battle for anyone out there. It's like, she's the Ice Queen of Kislev. I'm like, I know this. But but from a fantasy perspective, she's the closest thing to it that there is going to be. And since Warhammer kind of just throws their characters and their factions to both versions in different ways, the only one that's not totally like this is the Skaven and the Beastmen, but they're technically existing. I mean, Kazanagors exist, so...
I actually
And
ripped
things
off a
like
bit
that,
of my
so...
leg. That's actually pretty cool.
What'd you say?
No,
Wait, what is that?
I just looked at my
What
actual
was...
scab. I just picked off my leg, and I realized I've ripped off. I actually stripped off my leg, like the skin of my leg, into the fleshy bit.
You're an idiot.
No, it's just called. It's just called me being special, otherwise known as ADHD. I can't help it. I have an addiction to scabs. Yes.
You know that is a... Shall I tell him, Jet?
Shut up! Shut up! I know what you're gonna say. Shut your fat ass up. We're not going down that route. I will
I'm gonna reach
slaughter
the Jet
you.
just in case.
I will turn into a corner and
I
I
dare you.
will kill
I
you.
dare you. Bring your bird ass down here. We'll see how strong you really are. Now that I've got proper units.
We'll put it this way. I can manage to kill Crocker with nothing but horrors.
Yeah, but that's the AI, and also horrors are cheap and cheesy, and you wouldn't be able to auto resolve that.
We
You'd
could
have to
say the same
actually
thing
fight
about
me.
goblins, but you won't like that now, won't we?
No. Yeah, but goblins don't have
They're
fireballs
cheap
that can
and they're
throw at
really
people.
good. So tell me. Yeah,
No.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Goblins can't throw fireballs at people.
I mean, given long enough, they will.
So it's not exactly the same ratio there.
Yeah, it is.
So
Yeah, it is.
what'd you say? Oh, the game what?
The
Oh, the
game.
game what? Oh, the game screwed and helped me. Oh, okay. What's going on?
So the game's being normal.
Yeah, I was gonna say so average. Lost an army. Okay, that does suck when that happens.
Lost an army. Well, that's because that's planet. Plor, 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 plor. Plor, plor, plor.
Plural.
I can't
That's
see.
plural
I
planning.
can't see the word plor.
It's plural planning.
Each time we play
When
something,
you
each
meant to
something.
say poor planning.
Plor planet.
Poor.
Plor. I don't know why I put an L in poor. It's poor planning.
I am starting to like Kislev though. The more I fight with him and understand how they work on the field battle.
Just because you want this as a battle.
How
That's why you
dare
like
these?
them.
How dare these? How dare they make these such radical claims against me?
Tell me, am I wrong?
I dare these. Did you know that Jerry
Did
starts to
you
try to pull the
know that
starts to try to pull the no starts to try to pull the Democrat trick and point something else about Zeech out instead of admitting the truth
to accept it? How dare you? It's no much different than you, just like eyeballs. Wow. Doing every politician's trick, huh? Doing
Well, I
everything but
mean, right
accepting the
now it's
truth.
actually not. Right now, that's just a blue house trick. To be fair,
Hey, you leave my house
red,
alone.
red is quite amazing right now. And god dang, man, saw a
You leave
video
my
today that
house
made me
alone. It
more
has
happy.
done nothing to you.
We're not gonna talk about it, but it was fun. It was fun to watch because it was finally refreshing
Was
to
there a
see.
bear in it?
No, but it was
There's not
well,
the
like I
true
said,
bear in a
without
big blue
having to
house, goddammit.
elaborate too much, I'll put it in a funny way. This Have you ever heard the term country for old men?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that term is a reference, even though it's a joke as well. That term is a reference for a country that is run by nothing but old men, right?
Yep.
Well, that's been a problem for a certain place for a long time that I may or may not live in. And I saw who was running a certain government department that was built by our current administration, and I couldn't have been happier because I was like, yes, this is an actual strategy. I'm like, where's it's like, can we rename it the big man to Victor now? Can we change his name to Victor, please? Because he's pulling some strats that only a Victor, as we all know who I'm referencing, could do. And I'm like, oh, be still, my heart. We finally have a real fighter on our hands and someone who's actually intelligent. Let's see, look at this donut. Want to see the biggest clusterfuck ever? Wait, what? What?
I want to see this.
What am I looking at? Look how much this island is split into pieces.
Yes!
The lizard men even
Down with the high elves!
the lizard men even have a slice of this pizza.
The lizard men.
That's weird.
They do.
The high elves go. Fuck.
No, they got more than that. They got rails.
Oh man, surprisingly, Nikari's still alive. Good on him for somehow
He's
keeping the
probably
North.
he's realized his best strategy is being Slanesh.
And somehow he is. At least he knows how to wiggle his way out of a situation.
You know what? That's something we have got to approve about it. I approve of that just because he knows how to not die.
Oh well, I was using the wiggle as a pun because tentacles.
Why would you want such a thing? I don't want.
What?
No. Say no to tentacles. Say no to Japan.
Mm. Mm. Well, I guess I'm already on the wrong. I hate to bear the bad news to you, sir. You
Well,
see this
you don't
purple
count.
jacket
You're
I'm
weird.
wearing?
You're weird. You don't count.
I mean, you saw the videos I posted of the music videos I advertised in my stream recently.
Yeah, the
That should
second
tell
I
you a
listened to
lot.
it, I got up and turned it off.
Come on, no. You gotta give the credit to the little pink one. 'Cause I mean,
No.
it,
Why?
it's like
It's not that good.
because she actually does have a really good singing voice.
That's the only. You know what? I'm not gonna
Now,
watch it again.
you just didn't like it because of the other one. I bet you it has nothing to do with the little pink one. It has to do with Mr. Slanesh also being in the video, which I now have prominently subscribed to him.
What a fucking surprise! What a surprise!
I did not know who he was or knew he existed until that video and went, "Who are you?"
It's a demon or a slash.
And so, oh yeah, I'll accept that. But yeah,
Why
I was
can't you
like,
accept
there.
some of the things I give?
So absolutely. Because it's like I may be,
And your
and this is
turn,
gonna be
Darius.
really
So do
strange.
my
I
turn.
also want to point out the irony in what I sent. Right? Here's the weird thing about me. There's two things I predominantly are strange, and it makes sense as a Slanesh, kind of to a certain extent, because there is that portion of us that's full corn to a certain extent somewhere deep inside. So okay, so you do know, as we all know, my main partaking of music is metal, heavy metal, metal, hard rock, and rock and roll.
I'm
It's just
industrious.
this is my main take. Like I prefer, and I know those are all technically a lot of different genres, but overall the flow of the way the music works, other than rock and roll, that one's a little bit more out of those ranges and more into more melodic ranges. Um, but overall still the same setup at the end of the day. But here's the other thing most people don't know I like as well. I I have an unusual, this probably won't be totally a surprise to be fair, an unusual like for I'm gonna say it, J-pop. So meaning like what's a good example that anyone would probably know? I mean, other than what I posted, which was Iron Mouse, just to give a shout out. And her videos she's been doing with another VTuber.
Also, Iron Mouse.
Yes.
That's one step below Ickit.
Well, she's a Slanesh mouse, clearly. But hey, I'm all for it. It's like, but that, like I said, but the guy she's with too in this video, or the other VTuber, um, also kind of falls into that wheelhouse of the way the music is done. So for their videos, it's probably mostly organized, I imagine, by her because she's more musically inclined and an artist in that way. So it's probably organized mostly by her. But back away from that and talking more about the general sense of J-pop, I do like certain things like that, and it's also because of my semi interest in like techno music as well, because they kind of run hand in hand depending on the flow of the design of it. Techno is more about the electronic side of things, which is just the sounds, using sounds to create music and beat and things like that. Whereas the J-pop side is using a similar tactic, but instead it's using words and enhancing those words in different ways to create a melodic sound. It's very interesting when you look at it. Now, I'm breaking this down in simple terms. There's a lot more technical terms for this, but not everyone knows those things. So I
I
don't
want to
tend to
watch
use those
Omni-Man break
words.
it down again. My brain has just gone
But
down to watch the Omni-Man dance.
but I mean I like those types of music too, which is why I posted that in the Discord. Plus, it was my own small contribution to everything crazy that happened in the YouTubing realm recently. So, huh. We don't.
Turn into a
We're not
goose
a
then.
channel to talk about.
Can you do that
It's
goose?
not on purpose. I can't.
Yes, you did.
Oh look, it's a dwarf. He wants military access. Why?
Wait, is it
You're nowhere near
Malachi?
me.
Is he still alive?
No, Malachi died ages ago. No,
Oh, thank God.
it's Ungrim, Iron Fist. I
Oh,
don't know why he's asking me for. We're not even sharing a border. Azog is between me and him. I'm not quite sure what this even helps him with, but I'll do it just because I don't have no reason to fight the dwarves. So
you don't
sure.
want to fight Iron Fist because he's the angriest one of
Oh,
them all.
Darius says it's because I'm his friend. So he's just because he sees I'm friends with Carl, he's trying to be friends with me too. I see.
Oh, is he taken over by Celeste? He secretly wants your...
Oh no, I just saw his territory. Ungrim's doing pretty good for himself. Well, better than what he could be doing with the fact that Azog did grow quite large using the part of the vampire's territory.
Oh, the Brayherds come! Yay! Warhead of the One Eye! So a Cyclops.
His corruption is going back. Is going down. Nice. We are cleansing this area fast. Look at that. Negative 22 Slanesh corruption per turn. That's some true cleansing going on there.
You have plague. You have a plague monkey. You should be fine, right? I got you purely abandoned yourself.
No, that's also because I've got two priests sitting in here too, but that's kind of the purpose as well. Now that we have Castilian and the Orthodoxy, these priests are going to be real OP at just cheesing the hell out of the chaos. Because now I can do something even worse to the chaos. Now that I have this in the setup, I could hypothetically build an army of patriarchs, send them into one region all together, and kill the corruption so bad they attrition in their own damn territory. It's real trolly, but I thought about that as a very much legit thing we could do. Especially every church we upgrade for the orthodoxy side of that building that gives us more contributions towards that
Right.
one
I now
to
see
that part of our
Boris.
belief. Also extends our recruiting limit for
Right.
patriarchs. So I can
Okay.
literally do the civilization tactic of a religious silent death war. This is not a Carl army, what? No, not this one. That's all. That's a lot of guns, my dude.
Right.
This is an Elspeth army, is what that is. Good cav for support. Cannon or some artillery. In this case, a ship, but you can do anything here, really, to be fair. Tons of two snipers. More cav. Two great swords. I think I'd only maybe want to. I get well, actually maybe not. I don't know. It's one of those situations. There's just so much overlapping fire that if the cav are distracting enough, it'd be enough. There is a decent amount of cav here, so that is pretty insane. That is a good setup. Well, if you were Elspeth, if you were Elspeth, anyways.
Where is Corn? There he is. Why don't you like me?
You find it worthwhile?
You don't like me because wait, what? Hold on. Then what's your attitude to? But you don't like me because why? They condemn the war. Okay, go on. You are a strange little man. I ain't
Well, if it's a
qualified
war
for it.
against someone if it's a war against someone he's actually allied with, then yes, he's gonna condemn that. Even if he's not in the war.
Well, he must be fighting Archaon then.
Well, no, is that who you're on at war with? Then that means he's allied with him. That's why he condemns that war.
Oh well.
Wait.
Anyways,
I mean, it's not like you have to worry about Arbol helping anybody.
he's
Trust me,
strength
it ain't
rank
moving.
4. Get cut to
Which is weird.
Molder.
Well, here's the funny thing. He's strength rank 4 because he's got the same army, the same BS blood host that he created from the beginning of the game. Because he's been stuck at Hell Pit the whole game. The moment he got to the Hell Pit, something happened that just got all of his army stuck in a loop right here. Like I said, if you look at the stream, you can see there's like 4 or 5 stacks just sitting here. And they've been here, it's been turn 36. I'm pretty sure they got there at turn. Well, it's about to be 37 for me. Yeah, that's right. It's true. It's
So
37.
Boris is
technically,
winning
but
against
it. So it's like,
Archaon, but
he's been here for at least 20 turns,
Archaon
guaranteed.
is not the worry though. This is my thing. I keep fucking doing it and I keep forgetting it. So okay, so Boris is winning against
Did you
Archaon,
get
but
there before
Archaon
or
is not
after
the
the update?
problem.
Oh no! Wait, was it? Hold on. Let me think about this because that might be a good point. Let me get through all these alerts and
So
then
to
let me think for a
Arthur,
second. Hold on. When was our last episode before this?
like over a week ago.
So yes, then, because he got there last episode. Well, actually got there the episode before that, probably, to be fair, because it was. I remember what turn it was. I'm pretty sure he got there around turn 20. It's turn 36.
Who got
So,
there? Who? Who got the where?
we're talking about Arbol and why he's broken. He got. That is a good point. He did go to Hell Pit before the update. I wonder if the update broke something on him because it's trying to run. Because this is an older save. Even though when you do resave it, it does semi-fix the issue, there are still going to be small bugs that are probably going to crop up. I've noticed in this game that they're almost like a sub-code issue. Meaning it's just like just a small bit of code that just got weirded out.
Yeah.
But it's still running. But it still runs. It only affects like certain specific things. So in this case, for some reason, Arbol, just whatever happened in the Switch, basically robbed him of his ability to know how to raise this and create a blood host. So he's stuck here probably for the rest of the game. Which is ironic because I can't necessarily fight all that.
So you're
So
just
he's
gonna
just
go.
gonna be-
You're gonna just go. We slowly snake your way through going.
We're just gonna
I'm
let
just
it
gonna
sit
shimmy
there
over here.
unless-
Just you
hold
don't
on.
see me.
Hold on, let me look at what my victory condition is for my long campaign.
that
Is he
I'm not
on
sure.
that? See, he's not on that. So I can ignore him, I'm pretty sure. Let's see what the short is. Yeah, I have nothing to do with him. I'm just gonna leave his ass there.
And that's a smart thing to do.
I kind of wish he was working right, though, because then he would spread out and actually not just be in one spot. He might attack me, though, if that were the case. But it's a
He's a
double-edged
sentry
sword
guard.
because
He's
him
waiting for you
spreading...
to activate it to give
It's a double-edged sword because if he branched out, even if he attacked me, at least then I have a better chance of killing him because he won't be going all in the same direction with every army. He'll try to hit everything at once.
Yeah.
Points like that. But, yeah, alright. Well, anyways, let's do my turn, and I assume this is the last one, so I'll save it at the end of this.
Guess what? Guess what I did? I moved from one island to the other.
I am attacking and gaining back my territories from the snake. Auto resolve. Wow. We only lost 45 units, and there were mostly some of the sisters who got really, really
I
aggressive.
will say there is gonna be a bit of a. It's okay. So Arthur, your father's started having the same problem you used to face. So you remember Festus? You dealt with him, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh. So
Well,
he's
your
fighting the other
father
one.
is dealing with his
So,
youngest son, Epidemus.
so he so he's dealing
He's.
with
I think
Epi.
what's
Yeah.
happening is he's losing to Epidemus, but winning against Archaon, which makes him lose. But he's taking damage with Epidemus, I believe, which makes him weaker, which makes they make him
Mm.
evil with Archaon, therefore making him obviously. It's just infinite cycle, just going. Hey, I'm gonna win. No, I'm not.
He doesn't know what that is, I guess, right now. But then again, I guess that makes sense. Epidemus does have the cycling buildings like Nurgle's supposed to have, making him a lot scarier.
No, making him cheat.
Well, there's that, but
If you use it, you cheated.
oh, yes, I can get Guardian Call 3 now. I can now give my as James calls her, mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise. Yeah, you get your mayonnaise.
He's gonna get it, and so is Tazarina. Tazarina is getting it as
You mean
well. So
Tarzan?
Tazarina now can cause no, Tazarina, our queen, the Ice Queen herself.
Oh, no, she's called Tarzan.
Vigor. Oh, well, now that I know what this is, I'm grabbing this instead. See, now that I understand what this does, chat, this is actually way more important than I thought it was. So she can also get on the march. Vigor loss for the whole army reduced by 20%.
That's really good.
Our wings spread.
And strength. Do we have strength for the faithful? We don't, but we don't have any of those. She doesn't have this as our homeland yet, which is
Weird.
physical resistance for infantry. So I'm gonna have to get that. But I think for now, since I've already spent 1 point, I'm gonna go ahead and get Snow Leopard stock so she can summon another Snow
This is
Leopard
what
to
I
her
was
side.
asking Arnold earlier. If the Germans made every kind of leopard tank, but when it came to the leopard, did he just throw on a snow camel and I just called it a snow leopard?
That question still hurts my soul because my brain's like, what?
No, but it may. If you think about it, though, it wouldn't be really a snow leopard because snow leopard is its actual creature. But if you threw a camel on a normal leopard, and they call it a snow leopard, it wouldn't be a snow leopard.
uh, the the mind of
With
Zeke.
the that was Arnold's response. With the with the I broke Arnold's brain. But it's a good question, though.
Is it?
Well, yeah, if you think about it, if you can do what I call a snow leopard, what's stopping you from saying, I don't know, getting a horse, and then just sticking a Mustang badge on it and calling it a Mustang? It wouldn't be the same.
I
Yeah, I
I
know.
don't think that's how that works.
Exactly, that's how it wouldn't work if you just put a normal snow camel on a normal leopard tank and calling it a snow leopard. It wouldn't stop the same.
Mm.
It's not the same.
James, you're not the same.
I've never
Oh
been
man.
sane, but hey, besides the point. This is the question that is important to us. It's life
And
or
these
death
are the
right now.
questions we must ask
To
ourselves.
ourselves.
These are the questions of our lives.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh
Because
man.
I just think about this, and, yeah, and it actually makes you wonder. It wouldn't be the same, but apparently people like to call it that because it is. Also, stop attritioning, rat. Oh, to be fair, you are in my land. I feel
I feel
stupid.
stupid. Why? What happened?
Did you answer the question?
Oh,
I
you mean listening to James? Yeah, no, that's about
That's
James
a
has the
side
power of that
effect.
one random pink horror. Like he's just gonna talk so much random BS that your head is literally gonna explode.
I just realised I
Oh
have a
man.
demigryph knights 5 turns ago. Oh, that kind of stupid.
Oh wow, never mind. You are good.
I thought I literally asked him, why did you answer my question? It's alright, you can answer my
Oh
question,
man,
Darius. You'll get extra brownie points.
yeah, it's alright. You're totally safe down here.
You're not safe from me, though.
I mean, what else can I get?
I mean, what else did you do?
I'm trying to think of what to give the priest besides the bears I'm gonna give him.
Children?
No, Jake, we cannot give them those. I'll give him this, but in honor of the old woman who is not here, I'm gonna give him some things in the woods. Jesus. Oh my
Give him the
god.
children.
God, I swear.
Well, you want your video
Oh, man.
monetized? It ain't now. The Vatican has decided to claim your vid channel.
I wonder why.
I wonder why.
Oh man. Critical failure. Well, he's dead. Well, I lost the priest. Oh, he's
Wait,
wounded.
wait,
Okay.
hold on. Darcy says, wait a minute with a question mark. You discovered children? Don't tell the priest.
What? They both critically failed. These priests are terrible.
Do it on smaller
guys suck.
targets. Do it on smaller targets. It will be critical successful.
Oh shit, these guys suck.
No, it's great for the priest.
Wow. Wow.
I'm like,
Also,
oh,
I need to
no.
get a cav building. I do not have any wing hussars at all. All I have is Kislevites. What are they called?
Kislevites.
Oh, Kossovite dervishes. All I have is dervishes. I have no wing hussars. I need to get some so I can put them in these armies. Mainly for Her Highness, because that would be more
Hold on,
useful to her.
Darius is asking something. How the
What's
fuck
up?
is the goat back? I have 3 cat bears. I didn't use a single one of them. So, what's your question?
Wait, what happened?
The goat's back.
The goats always come back. They just resurrect after a certain time. They're cheap. They're cheating.
One eye. Oh yeah, he's returned. Yeah, he returned ages ago.
Yeah, the beastmen just randomly respawn after they die after a certain point with the AI. They're weird. They're the only ones I can truly call immortal. None of the other factions can do this. Just them.
They argue that they're the closest ones to gods.
Actually, no, I take that back. Technically, orcs technically can do this, but it's unlikely.
No,
Or they used to be able to. Maybe not now. I just now see the... We've probably been dying and respawning a bunch. And being brought back through the Bray Herd when the event happens, the Bray Herds come. Because that's what that event is. But alright, we need to continue to build. I've gotta wait on that stuff. So let's save money. I'm not gonna end the turn. We got a commandment we gotta give. We need to get our devotion up. So which one gives me the most? That top one looks like it does. Yeah, we need devotion for now. We need to get this place back under check. So I'm building a ton of stuff. Dark Hills are on the island. Wow. So now it's even more pizza sliced. The pizza's getting thinner.
Something else is getting thinner.
Yeah, the ice. But for the enemy who is standing upon it. Anyways. Alright, let me save it.
That was boring. What a boring thing to say.
Wow, runes, sir.
Rude.
Runes, runes.
Supposed to be.
Whoa! This is what we're getting next for the orthodoxy. I can get war priests. It gives all my priests flaming attacks on their weapons, including Castilian himself.
That's a bit
That's pretty
extreme.
good. That's actually no, that's true. That's true Inquisition right there. That's an Inquisitor level of buff right there. That's purge the heretic levels of BS. I also can get lead by example for my boyars, but I kind of lost all my boy. Oh no, it actually works for my gunman one too. I
Yeah.
don't know what this ability does. Hold on, what is this? Oh, it gives them more melee and leadership. So Castilian does have the better boyar and priest upgrade. Ironically, there isn't one for the other one on the side. The rest of that's strange. Dominion. Upkeep when in own territory. Construction cross, we need this at some point. Whoa. Wow. They get a buff for the defense. You know the defensive supplies, right?
Yeah.
They get a buff for the ice court side. It increases all my
Wait,
regions
hold on.
defensive supplies by
Pick one, but not
6,000.
hold on. Hold on. What say? Hold on. I need to answer this, guys. Okay. Okay. I just see that. Okay. The donut somehow got worse. Dark Azal is the pink one. The mom. Wait, what the fuck? It somehow got even more confused. James, what the hell did you do? I don't know. What did I do? I
Need
did
this one
something.
next. We need ice switches.
I always do
Oh,
something.
this reduces their training time. See, now that I've played them, Jet, I know
What
what the I know what the meta for this is now. I kind of see what you're supposed to do very early. Yeah, okay.
So Tyrion's in
Because
Wustria.
yeah, because we would need a boyar, which is like I have now. This would give them lead by example. Ice seems to be more diplomatic. It's weird. The Orthodoxy has all the war stuff, or all the stuff that benefits the armies.
Just makes
Wow,
why you got the
battle
non-aggression
prayers.
pack with Malachi.
Whoa, battle prayers. Jesus. Effect duration plus 50% for Kislevite battle prayers. Range increased by 100%.
That's really good.
That's that vigor reduced thing that gives me vigor back. That's one of those, by the way. Yikes. Because I just found out what the meta for her early start for her ice court is. Because her ice court is her biggest thing that makes her overpowered. Because as you saw, my little maiden with that frost heart ability damn near killed that one area with just that one ability. So they're kind of what you need the most of in each of your armies in the beginning. In this Ice Court Academia under Tenets, unlocks an Ice Court training slot for another maiden, but it also unlocks the first slot, and this is the fastest way you could do this. Because the only other way to get an Ice Switch, and I want to show this in research, is to go to, I think it's the state. You have to get
I've
down
never
to,
seen that.
you have to get down to here. Actually, no, it's down to here. So you would have to research all the way down to here in only this one research tree, which would hurt you really bad. So instead of doing that, I see what you're supposed to do with her. You're supposed to go and get in the tenant section first off with the very first 2 points you get, I assume, with your icy side, and get this. Because this gives me your ice switch immediately. And like I said, I hope we get to show it before this series ends. The ice switch, you thought the spells were insane with the maiden. Wait till you see what the witch does. She can't fight. The witch cannot melee fight, unlike the maiden. But yeah, she makes up for it in other ways. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, as a
So,
witch, you know for spells.
so we definitely need to be able to make those. But let's make a save now.
Do we have to?
Well, yeah, it's getting late. We can't continue this this late at this point. We'd have to continue tomorrow. Yeah. Saving. Well, I'm going to be changing the title of this episode, chat, since we technically didn't have to deal with Festus as much as I thought, thanks to Darius and him wiping him out, basically, and bringing him back to his territory. We only had to fight the Slanesh snake. So, which he's still alive. We've still got to get the Tower of Karak. And technically the lair of the
No,
Troll
it's the
King,
Tower
although...
of Crack.
Actually, he has quite a lot up here. I'm actually going to push... Wait! Yes! Oh my god, you see this, chat? I know what our objective is. As fun as this is, this army's going for that. This right here, Gavriel's going for that.
No, it's
The queen,
name's Bovril.
the queen is going this way, because our new goal is Sorcha Traken. This settlement gives us access to somebody, and we need to get there soon.
Anybody.
And we need to get there soon. If we can get over here, we might be able to save them as well.
Get over here.
If we can get over here, and because of all my passives, we might actually be able to confederate. So, and if we can get him, then I'll move all these bears out of Castilian's army into his. Because trust me, you think that this is gonna, what I'm building for Castilian now is gonna be broke with Castilian. You have no idea what it would be like if it was with the man himself.
Confederate Boris.
So, but that's our new goal tomorrow. So, and tomorrow, I assume you're
tomorrow
still
is to abuse our father so much that he gives us best.
So, goal for tomorrow's stream, chat: push hard through here, securing up to this point where we can get a coastline, because then we can go through the water, avoiding Arbol entirely. Still, not triggering him in any way. Because here's the other thing: I wonder if it's broken. As long as I don't trespass against him, part of me wonders. I bet you. As long as I don't trespass against him, I don't think he's going to declare war on me, even as bad as his relations are with me. They are getting worse, but we'll just have to hope that that bubble of ridiculousness here don't just pop out of nowhere. But wait, what city was that? Oh, they're going for Volkskrad. I see where they're going. Let's go ahead and upgrade it.
That's fine.
Come see the crystal desert.
Yeah, they have no devotion. What is that? Okay. I need to make another save because I did something extra there. Overwrite save.
So we're bringing these armies. We're gonna fight the man, the myth, the legend himself.
Because I'm willing to lose Volkskrad just for the fact that I can build a small army at Prague and hold here. If this army somehow wins that battle, I highly doubt it can even beat this small garrison. To be fair, just because of how wounded this is, and I could just manual this myself and still win it. Or I could just manual this and still win it technically too, if it does want to be shitty and say this is a valiant, even with how wounded they are. So, also, what's Prague's devotion? Not quite good enough yet. See, this is why we're upgrading Prague. It's the furthest behind. I need to get some devotion buildings in here.
Because we could love in that building.
So if we could get, because if this was high enough, we could have spawned a storm here and attrition this army even more, and it would just die to even the smallest of forces. So I still think that that's easy, and I can just do that myself, though. So All right, it is saved. Tis saved and ready to move forward. This has probably been the most successful Kislev stream I've done so far.
And this
Especially
might have
having to
been the
learn
most
them.
boring stream I've ever done of Zeech so far. Do you know why I achieved this stream?
Hmm.
I moved from one island to the other. That's the most, that's what I've achieved.
Good job. You did it.
That's,
You've accomplished great things.
have I? I don't feel like I have. I feel like something else.
Mine has been the same. Yeah, Darius is powerful. That's all I'll say. I'm kind of glad I didn't pick anything that was fighting Darius this time. But although if I had, I would have picked something probably a little more reasonable if I would have had such an uphill battle that I didn't understand. At least not. What I mean by understand is that once again I don't play Kislev hardly at all. I've played them. This will be the third time total I've ever played them.
I don't think I've ever played Kislev.
And this is the and thanks to the changes from CA to them, that's kind of why I didn't like them. I actually like them now. They're becoming, now that I understand what kind of things you want to focus on, it's a meta thing, like hindsight's 2020 with this faction. You still need to kind of make mistakes the first time with them because it's still not easy to know what you need to spend your religious points on for both factions and what gives you the most bang for your buck, depending on whether you're Tazarina or Castilian. Or Castilian. But I now know. So like if I were to play them again now, I actually think I'd be pretty scary with them now. Because I get what they do now, and I get what you're supposed to do with them. So I do kind of appreciate them, and my build is working better than I thought. Like, even with my mistakes, which means it's a good build. Because if my mistakes had killed me fully, then that means it's not a good build. That means this didn't work out as I hoped.
Did my extra gold help you at all?
What, the 1 coin? No.
No, the one I need to know. The extra 500 I actually sent to you.
I mean, yeah, probably. I mean, in the long term, probably, yes. It probably paid for a single unit somewhere, because some units are 600, 700, so it mitigated some of the expense. You probably paid for a bear,
Kairos has
essentially.
helped Kislev win the war.
Essentially, Kairos bought a bear. That's all he really did.
Hell yes.
Because bears are 700.
Now I could abuse Boris with it. I will say
It's like,
though. Boris is gonna have a hard battle because Boris is now at war with Epidermis and Archaon.
It's good though. It's great as long as he lives.
He's
for
winning
the
against
next.
that. Like I said, the only problem is he's winning against Archaon, but he's not fully winning against Epidermis though, which makes this difficult.
I mean, that's a good stalemate because if he's not that big, I have this is at my advantage.
And he has. I want to point out, Boris has 2 settlements.
But
well,
that's as long as he holds those 2 settlements within the next. I'm gonna say rough estimate. Let's see. So she's gonna move and take the first one because I'm gonna have her ignore that floating army because it's just gonna cost us time and movement. She's gonna move and hit the first settlement. Then she'll get stuff there. So 3 turns. If he can survive for 3 more turns, he has a chance to be saved.
Your biggest threat now, when you save Boris, its irony is, it's actually not Archaon.
Well, if he's wounded him already, it's going to be Epidemus, but that's not no big surprise.
So I want to point out, you fought, I forget how to fucking, hold on. Festus is the son, Epidemus is the grandson, so you wait. So congratulations, Arnold. You are now fighting the grandson of Nurgle instead of the son.
Exactly.
So you've achieved nothing. And meanwhile, What am I fighting?
Well,
The
technically, I haven't fought the father or the grandson or the son. Rather, instead of the grandson, I only barely fought with him. Like, because of what Darius did, he pulled him back south and then eliminated him basically. So I think he's about to attack Brass Keep soon. So, um, but to be fair, the harder one is the grandson.
I have to fight the father, the
You
grandfather.
you have fun with that. I ain't going nowhere near that.
That's part of my victory conditions. Kind of BS do I have to do?
That's something I would not want to ever have to deal with. You haven't seen what he did in my last playthrough when they changed this. Like, I did my own, right? You do not want to know what he probably is capable of and what he's been doing down there.
Let me guess. Is he being
Question:
abused?
Do we know who? Question: Do we know who Strength Rank 2 is like officially right now? Have we seen anybody with that number?
I probably can.
I didn't look at yours. I don't know. I know he's not number one, but that's because I know number one. I'm allied with number one,
Oh, Carl from, so that's to be expected.
which is Darius. So, but I don't know who number two is.
I may
And
know.
if
I think I know who number 2 is. It's either 2 or 3.
I can't wait, next turn I take is what?
I take IR. I
Next turn
can't
I
because
take
I saw
IR.
no equal
IR?
bars. I might
I
know
can't because
strength
I
rank
saw
2
no
or
equal
3.
bars.
I forget which one it was.
But
I know who 2 or 3 is.
who?
The favorite green skin of them all. Wurzag.
Really?
Yeah, he's really that strong.
So he's number two. Well,
Either
wait a
2
minute,
or
hold
3.
on.
I can't remember which one it was.
But is he allied with you though?
He's about to be.
But I'm talking about now. Like,
Oh
what is
no,
y'all's?
because greenskins are a bitch to be friends with.
The blue side enable friendly fire with each other. Wait. We're talking about Zeech, or are you talking about something doing with real life right now, Farseer? Was that a reference towards something else that going on today?
I
or is
did
that?
not
Are you
partake in
talking about
shooting
Zeech?
that man.
So I'll have to see, because here's the this back to what I was saying. So you have nothing with it, not a non-aggression, any of that.
Yeah, I do.
Do you have an alliance with him of any kind?
No alliance.
Are you
But I do
trading
have
with him?
something with him.
Are you trading with him?
Zeech can't trade.
Oh, okay, so no. So I mean, I don't know how much it plays into it. I know non-aggression somewhat give a boost because technically it's not an alliance, but it's a guarantee that they're never gonna have to deal with this person, so it gives them more free reign.
Oh, good
It's
news
like a
is South
small
Rael.
boost.
He's like his South Rael, who's my vassal as well. So South Rael hates.
Wait, so who hates who?
So South Rael hates Wurzag. Wurzag likes South
Uh-huh.
Rael.
Of course, because orcs. I don't know. It's one of those things. Part of me just thinks that maybe he's number two because he knows you, and because you're so strong as well. You're both contributing
I'm
to
number
that.
14. Oh, that's
Yeah, but that's strong enough for the fact that you can jump around. So you're only weaker because you don't maintain technically an official empire. Your closest thing to an official empire is back down there at the bottom of the map. So it's like,
Also, can we appreciate that Sortek, that lizard, has a non-aggression with the high elves?
I mean, everybody's trying to make friends. I feel like a lot of people got boned. A lot of factions got early destroyed in this playthrough. So
Yeah.
let's see. Well, that's what I figured would happen then. I thought that's what you might have meant, Farseer. Because the way you worded that, my brain went, huh. She's referencing a certain something politically. But that makes sense. Does not surprise me. I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner. And and you know what it is? It's much like a bunch of pack of hyenas, I guess is a good example. It's because they're run out of food. Not literally. This is a figurative thing I want to say real quick. It's because they've run out of food in the form of power. Because they're losing so much power across the board, and because certain things that because they've screwed over so many people, they're freaking out instead of uniting and focusing internally, because they're incapable of that. You can't. A faction that is built purely on deception and screwing over someone else by using the so-called system to its advantage, but yet when it's used against it, they complain and moan. That can never unite. They're never going to help each other. Not this version of the blue. It's not. I don't want to use the word over, because that's too finalized. I don't think by any means that the Democratic House is going to go away by any means, at least not that I know of. But at the same time, what the Democrats have been representing today, in today's times, is definitely going to go away. You'll see a rebirth of the House when it finally remembers that it's supposed to be a part of the country that it's supposed to be helping run. Let's just put it that way. That's the nicest way I can put that, but it's a fact. So that they're definitely not in the interest of all of us here. So, as the United States. So, and because of that, yeah. So they probably are feeling the pressure, and when a hyena and a pack of coyotes also kind of do this. So, pack of coyotes, basically, they're going to turn on each other. Once that ability for all of them to exist or semi-coexist, because they are hunting the same target. Once there's no target that they can hunt, they hunt each other. Which is sad, but one could say maybe it's a necessity at this point. Maybe that needs to happen, so some normal people can get back into the other side of the political table. Because that's the huge issue here. Is just somehow one of the sides of the table ended up with nothing but crazy people. And so that would at least purge the crazy. So that's something. I guess the best way I can look at that, as being technically originally a Democrat myself, is that I'm hoping this is a sign for we can finally rebuild and take apart the parts that destroyed that side of our houses, of our house and our political. I forgot what the right word is. I'm getting tired, but of our political representatives. It's like, so. Hopefully. I forgot to send the military faction mod for Stellaris. What's that mod for? Is that one of the ones that goes in with the SBY thing? Or are you talking about, is that the one that, oh, no, that's right. You told me about it. It's the AI one. It makes an AI patrol my regions to protect against rogue AI ships being trippy. But yeah, if you want to send that, definitely send it. I'll go ahead and subscribe to that immediately, because I do want to try out that mod very soon. Hopefully tonight, but it is already 11:30. I wasn't expecting to go this late, so. And let's see, what did Darius say? I'm solo carrying the Empire in Braytonia. Yeah, you basically are. That's what it feels like. But yeah. But I want to say thank you to everyone. I'm getting really tired. Whew. My tiredness from the exhaustedness of me not like getting sleep yesterday is finally kicking in. I've been having a weird sleep schedule. I'm not really sure why right now. But yeah, I want to say thank you for everyone joining tonight. I want to give a big shout out to the Mad Lad James himself. Also, do you want the Giga Structural Engineer mod? Yeah, I'll take that too. What is, I mean, obviously in the name it means Giga Structure. What is it fully adding? Like, what's it bringing to the table other than something very big, clearly? Then we'll wrap it up here after. But I'll definitely take it. I'll take. To be fair, when it comes to mods, I'll take any kind of mod when it's cool and something that looks like interesting to use in a playthrough or to play on my own. So definitely, it adds super mega structures, new planet types, new mid and end game crisis. We will probably turn the crisis off for that stream for that setup, but I would like that. That does sound fun. I also like that there's new planet types. That interests me the most in that whole thing. Because I do think, other than bar certain DLCs, new planet types would be nice. Also, you can make a birch world in the center of the galaxy. Did I autocorrect that? Or was that when... Is it really called birch? Birch world? My brain. And turn planets into warships. Yeah, see, that would be cool for orcs. If you're trying to build orcs, since they can turn entire asteroids and stuff into stuff like that. That would be really cool. That opens up a lot of possibilities. Yeah, I definitely will take that too. I'll subscribe to that as well. But alright, chat. I want to give a big shout out to everyone. Thank you so much for joining in tonight. Big shout out to Farseer. See, I mean entire planets. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant. Same principle, just bigger. Although I think there are... Well, is there a world that the orcs ever did this to? Like a full world, not just asteroids. I think. But either way. But I hope y'all have all enjoyed this great little episode of Kislev. Let's see, the biggest they got was a moon. I mean, that's still impressive. I mean, if you slammed a moon into a planet, that planet is going bye-bye. Moons are no joke either, to be fair. So that's something. And so once again, same thing, but bigger than that even. Like, oh, now we get to do worlds. But alright, I've been once again final and massive shout out to the Mad Lad James himself. If you want to check it out from Zeech's perspective, aka Kairos, definitely go check out James' stream for that. And also big shout out for Darius for joining in this series as the Empire in the third person into this little mixture of three-way fighting. We're not really fighting each other for this series. It's more for just showing off stuff and testing out Kislev and all the changes they ended up with over the updates. So for anyone who's forgot what this actually was originally, it's meant to be. So we're not really fighting each other, really. We're just kind of doing our campaign objectives and just having fun until we get to some sort of end. There's probably not going to be too many more episodes just because we have something else we want to do that we want to try. Plus to give Warhammer a break for a little bit until a certain creature arrives. Once that arrives, then we'll come back to this. But I will say that we're probably only going to do a couple more episodes of this because realistically, like James said, for his, he's not going to have much more to do, and neither is really Darius. So it's really, we're just kind of playing our own objectives. So my in-game objective for me, within the next 2 to 3 streams, win or fail, is to, one of them I can't do. I'm going to have to cross, of course, the old woman off the list for this. She's too far away. There is no way I could make contact with her unless Darius happens to make contact with her first and makes deals with her, and then she finds out about me through osmosis. If that were to happen, then technically I could get her as well. But distance would also be an issue with Confederation. The further you are away, the way more penalty you get for Confederation. And the way more penalty, they're more likely not to accept it. Mine is to kill Vlad. Oh, nice. James's... What is yours, James? In the next 3 episodes... Wait, how many more days off do you have?
Today, tomorrow, and Tuesday.
So 3 days, okay. So in the next 3 episodes, what is your main goal as Kairos? What are you going to try to do? Is your goal going to be trying to go for the grandfather?
I don't know.
Mine is to try to save dear old Pops.
I don't know. What will be my goal?
Like, to unite the 3 main Kislevs at least. Like I said, Estankia would be fun, but she's across the world, so... And since the AI doesn't know how to use her 2 choices she gets now, unless that's 50-50, maybe she just didn't happen to do it this time. But I don't know how the AI treats that. It probably always stays over there, but I don't know. That is something else I would like to see them improve. For the ones that have those weird choices, they need to allow the AI to have
Mine is probably
a toss of the coin, basically. What were we saying, James?
No.
See, bye, Argon. I posted the load order in Discord and posted the mods. Nice. Thank you, Farseer. Thank you. Oh, thank you. And what'd you say your final thing is, James? What's your goal gonna be?
Probably to kill both Epidemis and the Godfather. Because I could get to both. I could probably get to both of them. One are more guaranteed than the other.
I mean, if we start early enough each day, we should easily be able to make it really far. Mine's definitely within reason. Mine's actually not about how many days are left. Mine's about, can my father last 3 more turns? We're gonna find out.
Why does this... Hold on. So your goal is to find out how long your father can last.
It was this the goal. No, the goal is to
dirty
save him. The goal is to save him. But if you say he only has 2 settlements to his name, that ain't a lie. That's well within reason. He could lose that in 3 turns. Depending on how bad surrounded he is.
Oh yeah, what I saw, he had, Archaeo was in his city, Epidemus was advancing on him, his main armor with himself in it.
Save Boris like I saved Boris. That's essentially what I'm doing. You saved yours, now I gotta save mine, hopefully.
What's James doing? James is doing what he does best, causing shit and don't know what else is doing.
I want him for my bears.
You have Bear Fist?
Well, I know I want him for my bears. I have bears, but I don't have a Boris. Right now the bears are working for Castilian because he's the only other one that has a semi-bear perk. It's not as good as what Boris is going to do to them. But either way. But alright everyone, big shout out to Mad Lad James. He's going to try to take out the infection that is that lies on this planet. Because technically the sun is already dead, or will be soon. So that one's already wiped out. So that just leaves grandson and grandfather. So that's on James now. Technically, I might end up accidentally helping James with his objective. Just by the fact that the grandson is trying to kill my dad. So James might get a helping hand just by that reasoning alone, just to keep him from hurting Boris. So
Yeah.
we'll see how that unfolds, but all right, everyone. Peace and love to everyone in the background that came and joined to the Warhammer stream tonight. Once again, massive shout out to Mad Lad James. If you want to see it from Zeech's perspective, it's Kairos, this two-headed bird right here on the background that just swooped by in the background. If you want to see this perspective,
future.
right? If you want to check it out from that perspective, definitely show him some love. And like I said, big shout out to Darius, who's also playing the Empire, and there's the third party in this, and we're all kind of just playing towards our campaign objectives and special
And we're
objectives
going
at
in,
the same time.
Darius.
Well, I'd say special objectives of our own, so it's been a fun one. Like I said, it's been a good look at the changes to Kislev. This has been, like I said, the most successful Kislev I've had, and I do like how they changed them. They are so much better. That's part of the reason why I never played them only twice before now, because their original way was just too painful. And one of those, also out of those three, one of those times I played Kislev was Mother Astankia, which doesn't have the same mechanics as the original Kislev. So technically, once as the queen I've ever played before this stream. And so you can tell I didn't really like how they played. So don't let James build the great sunk. Forget about the giga structure.
What would you? Who said that? What?
That was Farseer.
What'd she say?
I will remember that, Farseer, and I will make sure he doesn't get to build that. Thanks for letting me know.
Oh, hell yes, I will be building that.
I'll have RX-78 blow it up.
To confirm that RX-78 was never meant to be, it was never fully built, but hey.
Oh, man. Let's see, what did also Darius said? How am I being bullied? I'm living without my hammer.
You are being bullied.
But, alright, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much for joining in tonight, and I wish you all the best, as always, and a good morning or good evening, wherever you may be. And I hope to see you in tomorrow's stream as the continuation of this goes forward, and we attempt to save our bear father. But until then, peace and love to all y'all, and I will see you all in our next one. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Hey, it cut off as it usually does. So yeah, as Ice of course realizes she has a father in trouble. I'm gonna be doing my own. I'm gonna be probably. This is gonna be irony. I'm gonna be helping Ardot while simultaneously dicking him at the same time. If you know what I'm gonna be doing, you'll have to check it out for the next.
I don't like the sound of that.
But the thing is, me helping you is actually a good thing, because by me helping you, I kill one of my enemies to help my other ally, which also bones you. So in all fairness, gotta be good. A big shout out to I don't know how that is. I'm gonna put this. Anyways, I'm gonna be catch you all tomorrow, and a big shout out to Ardot and Darius for joining as they play. Well, as Darius plays the boring Franz of Carl, and Ardot plays the newly worked as Kislevians. So you want to come out, check him from his perspective, and with that, I will see you all tomorrow, and I will, so I foresee the future. Bye, everyone. See you later.